Hey guys, welcome back to We Watch a Movie. I'm Mike.
I'm Jay.
And together, with your help, we will put a stop to that war.
Now take off your shoes and sock and let's suck peanut butter off your toes.
Woo!
Have you heard about that? That's actually happening. And that actually happened in a high school in Oklahoma. The kids sucked toes with peanut butter on them for a fundraiser.
We don't mind sucking our toes.
I swear it was. I thought it was like a joke, and no, it legit happened. It was for some kind of funky fundraiser. The kids came up with an idea. Somebody got a foot fetish dog. Holy crap. But they came out with they were like, yeah, let's lick off peanut butter off people's toes. Now, the parents and teachers didn't participate, what people said, but they signed off on it. They signed off on it.
They signed it?
They signed off on letting these kids go to the gymnasium one afternoon, and it was all voluntary. And they matched up kids, ninth graders with ninth graders, and so on and so forth.
They have a
and
draft.
They literally,
they
literally, there's videos of the kid lapping up peanut butter off a person's toes like he's a dog. It's the weirdest, like, sex cult looking thing I've ever seen in my life.
That's not good. You can't do that.
Well, they're trying to glean it like, oh, it's nothing. The kids came out with it. They're kooky. They raised $12,000 for charity. I was like, every pedophile.
What kind of charity?
Those pedophiles were like shelling out hundreds of dollars. Like, keep sucking it harder, like that. Yeah, like, who do you think that was for? And parents and like teachers were like, okay with this. Kids eat Tide Pods, and nobody thought once. They were like, oh, you know what we should do? We should just let them suck each other's toes with peanut butter on them.
I swear to God, dude, every time you say it, no matter like what happens, the Tenacious D song pops in my head.
I would laugh.
A boyfriend who sucks toes.
If I had been in the administration, I'd laugh my ass off. But at the end of the day, it's disgusting. I would never have been like, yeah, sure, let's go ahead and prove that.
Wow, dude. Like, yeah, I think I saw like a video and I just scrolled by because I thought it was like, hey, it happened like one kid, and I was like, well, people are gross.
Several kids.
That's disgusting. But yeah, like it was like in front of like an auditorium.
Yeah, well, who was it in honor of Jared Fogle? Like, who was the guy?
Sponsored by Subway.
It was sponsored by Jared Fogle and Subway.
Holy beans, dude. That's terrible.
I don't get it. I don't understand it. I like the world is crazy. The fact that you would literally think that was okay to do. Like, that you would let little kids do that. Like, their kids are 14, 13-year-old kids sucking toes. It's so weird, dude.
What kind of peanut butter was it? Do you know?
I would imagine it was the cheap kind, since they were trying to raise it for charity, so they probably didn't go all out. And it was probably a tax write-off too. It was probably that Great Value brand.
I eat a lot of peanut butter. I'm a peanut butter eater because like I'm a snacker, but I like try not to because I'm fat. So I'll get the sugar-free peanut butter and I'll get some sugar-free jelly and I'll take one spoon and I'll just take little bites of each, and it's a little sweet snack just for me.
Yeah. Speaking of sucking off peanut butter, this is not related at all. I was thinking of a segue and I don't have one. I was reading about
coming over next week.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna get sticky. So you guys know, like the company. I think I might have talked about this. I don't know, but Insomniac Games is the company that made like Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2 and so on and so forth. By the way, the DLC, not DLC, but the patch for New Game Plus, and I guess they're going to add a couple of crappy looking costumes from what Twitter showed in March 7th for Spider-Man 2. By the way, those costumes are atrocious. They just don't give fans what they want. They literally get partnered with some weird ass group that gives them like, dude, it looks like fucking like runaway Jinko, like strawberry colored Jinkos and like weird FUBUs. It's everybody's like universally panning it, saying it's ugly as hell. Like, people want like superior Spider-Man suit or like another Spider-Man suit that was from the comic books, not these weird ass like, holy shit, like Sam Smith modeling on the runway with a bag on his face saying this is.
You forgot not to curse, Jay.
Oh, well, you know what it is. It is. It can't
be
stopped.
Rule.
Well, it can't be stopped. It must move on. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll stop watching after 2 minutes. But even though that peanut butter toe thing is definitely a pull, so they might not. They might like, I would have seen where this goes.
It'd be okay if it's okay to talk about kids sucking peanut butter off toast.
Yeah,
don't you say that.
Hey, if you could have YouTube videos like, guess what's in my butt, wiener or banana, but you can't say dirty words. That's weird.
All right, well, it's over now. So fuck,
and that's also in the educational section of YouTube as well. So that's funny. But anyhow, Insomniac Games. So they had a massive layoff recently, and people on Twitter, they're not really split about it. Most people are saying you deserve this. This is what you get. You bloated your fucking budget. You guys suck. Yeah. I don't like to see anybody lose their job, and it does suck. But the real what I was going to get down to is like, do you know how much this video game cost to make, Spider-Man 2? Dude, I couldn't even believe it. $300 fucking million. How
much do they make off of them?
Well, I'm going to tell you, but $300 million to make it, and I think somebody said maybe estimates was $200 million in advertising.
Is that a lot?
$500 million fucking dollars for a video game?
Yeah, like how much is like a standard video game?
I don't know what a standard video game is, but they're considered a AAA. So like I'm saying that nowadays, like these companies are getting so bloated. Like I think that they said in order for Spider-Man to make a profit, Spider-Man 2, it was going to have to sell like 7.5 million copies, which is insane. Like that's just too much money, and that's why like these companies are like, listen, we cannot in the future. There's no way we can maintain these bloated ass budgets and hire these people for jobs that don't really need to be in the industry or working on the game just because we have to hire them. Fuck that. Like, it's just what's going to happen. These more and more layoffs are going to happen. But like a game like RoboCop Rogue City didn't cost nearly a $300 million budget. And I think it's a very good, well done game.
Same things happen in movies, man. Like I said, they made that Godzilla -1 for $15 million, and it looks better than any of the Godzilla films they've put out in the past 25 years. The new one coming out costs like over $200 million to make, and to me, it looks like a fucking cartoon. I don't understand it. Where does the money go? Like, where does it go?
It goes to like bullshit, like a cappuccino machine maker, man.
Those
they just create they just create jobs. Like the guy that like he's gonna like shine your shoelaces. That's a $15,000 a day job that has to be made. And like, who said that? Steven Spielberg said he has to have his shoelaces shined every day.
I bet I bet that some of that money's getting pocketed. I bet it's going to like some tax thing.
I mean, it's corrupt as hell. But I mean, you got to remember these are studio executives giving you this money, and they're expecting their money back.
Almost says it's cocaine.
I don't know. I don't know if like you can really. I mean, I'm sure people do embezzle all the time, but I don't know how easily that is to get it, to get away with. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they're watched like hawks because it's someone else's money, and those guys are like mafia down in Hollywood.
I don't know. There's no way, dude. There's some of those movies, just no way. I mean, maybe like actor budgets or whatever, but again, when they make a movie like they did with -1 and it's $15 million, like, dude, $15 million with they just shown Godzilla just like making an omelet for fucking 2 hours if that was in America. I don't know how it happens.
Look at like Blair Witch Project. Look at Paranormal Activity. They were like on like $30,000 budget and a $15,000 budget.
And with those, like you could see it, right? Because like it's a found footage or whatever. But with a huge special effects movie, and they didn't need any of that money. Like I mean, I got like $30-40 million to the stars if you have big names in it. All right.
I wonder if Cloverfield cost a lot.
Cloverfield, the budget
that feels like it didn't cost. What about Chronicle? No, Chronicle probably did cost a pretty good amount of money.
Cloverfield budget was $25 million, which is still a lot for a found footage movie, but it was a monster found footage.
Yeah, but it was good. It was well done, and you could see where the budget went. What about Chronicle? How much did that cost? That feels like another movie that might be a little pricey. I don't know.
15 million.
Oh, you see, million. And that was done effectively well, even though that director turned out to be a turd sandwich, but still, he made a great movie.
Yeah. Yeah, Jordan said She-Hulk was over $200 million. Now that was a show, so it's like you got an extra.
Yeah, but where did it go? Like the green part of her, like where the shit did that go?
She looked like shit, right?
She looks hot. I mean, she is hot, but no, that CGI looked garbage.
I would do a green person. I just want to put that out there right now for everyone.
I've seen Captain Kirk. He was doing it in the future. Everybody going.
Yeah. There's nothing like a green person. That would be my like if you had, not to get racial or anything, but like if you had colors of aliens. Like I think green and pink are the two aliens I'd be most attracted to, like hot pink.
Purple would just like make me depressed. Purple and like dark blue.
I don't think I would enjoy purple.
Even though I will say I like those colors.
Dark
I generally
blue,
like those
dark
colors,
blue.
but I just don't want to look at them like I was like, damn, I feel down. Why is it your face? Not because you're ugly, your skin color. Right?
It's just.
And then I'm like, oh, you racist. You racist. Like, yeah, I guess I am.
You got anybody remember that Something Corbett song? Dark blue. Have you ever been alone in a crowded room?
No, it sounds like the opening to a Reading Rainbow segment.
It's a good song though. It's a fuck.
Just take a look.
The OC kind of pop punk,
Reading Rainbow.
Oh, we got a good show for you guys tonight. We are doing a tier list of all the A20, not every single one. We cut it down a little. There's a lot more than I thought. I texted Jay, I was like, dude, there's not even that many. This will be pretty easy. But then I started looking. I was like, oh, it's more than we thought.
I don't care.
I don't care. I love it. But yeah, no, it should be pretty smooth. So not every A24 film, but a lot of them. There's a lot that Jay hasn't seen. There's a lot that neither of us.
I can hear you chat. So like, that's a fucking surprise. Keep your sarcastic inner thoughts to yourself.
Yo, I was gonna say like there's a lot I haven't seen too. Okay. So like on the ones neither Jay or I have seen, we're gonna let you guys vote on them per the.
If chat did say that, I'm like, I know he's right. Like I know. Oh, by the way, also speaking of which, guys, got some bad news for you about the X-Men cartoon coming out.
I'm gay.
Yep. Well, that's not bad news. That should be happy for some. My wife definitely is happy about that because she gets to go see other men that I get to suck off. But anyhow, what I was going to say is that the X-Men cartoon that I was so looking forward to.
Why does your wife suck off men? Because I'm gay.
No, because I'm gay and she gets to go bring me.
Oh,
I'm,
okay,
I'm,
now I
I'm gonna be
understand.
like Frank from Hellraiser, and I'm gonna be up the attic waiting for half naked men.
We have threesomes all the time, but it's not the kind that you think.
Yeah, I'm just gonna suck their face off anyway. And then lick peanut butter off their toes. It's not weird. Anyhow, I was gonna say, so the X-Men cartoon apparently, and again, some people are jumping to conclusions about this, so it's not really bad news. It just depends on how you take this, but based on how we see things play out in the world today, not very good. So they are changing the looks of the X-Men to better show the diversity of the cast. It was like, well, yeah, I saw it coming. I could see it a mile away. I was like, you motherfuckers, Oppenheimer, your projects left and right, you don't give one fuck. So I'm not shocked that you cocksuckers would start saying, but yet all the men, all the dudes on there are still 250 pounds of pure rock fucking muscle with huge dongs. And they didn't change one bit, just the women. So it's okay in the West for men to look like fucking Abercrombie and Fitch, badass pectoral, big old dong and great abs. But those chicks got
stop it. I'm getting hard.
They got to go dumpy. They got to look fat. They got to look too skinny. They got to look like crackhead, meth head, whatever you want, because they're too, you got to uglify them somehow. So like they showed a clip from behind. There's a classic poster, or not a classic, but it's a classic scene from the original X-Men. Rogue's laying on her side and Apocalypse is looking down at her menacingly, and her big fat bubble ass is just popped up, and you're like, damn, Rogue is stacked. And then they showed another one, a new side-by-side comparison, and then new Rogue, her fucking cardboard city, dude, straight down. Like
I'm looking for it.
She has no ass. Like her vertebrae hits her hips.
It's weird because like Google's in on it, because I'm trying to Google this because I saw a picture of this to show it, but like it's I can't even find the picture on Google.
I think it's hold on. It's X-Men. What was it? X-Men Update Twitter. I think that's what it's called. X-Men Updates. Yeah, it's X-Men Updates Twitter. I think it's March. I'm not signed into Twitter, so I can't really see it. But I can't. You're gonna have to go down because it's not letting me look at the newest thing because I'm not signed in. If you go down to the March section, you'll see where it is. It'll say because they released that right after someone made a big deal about it. Either someone on YouTube or somebody made a video about it, and then they released this. Like, we're celebrating, like it was like they were doing it to get ahead of it.
Yeah, this is it right here. If you can take a look at this picture here.
Yeah, right here.
This is on Reddit, so I don't.
Well,
know.
that's what it is.
Where's the photo?
Just look what it says, dude. Just like Thanos snapped half the universe, modern Marvel whipped out Rogue X-Men 97 ass out of existence. Total modern audience ESG annihilation.
Here's the picture if you can see it. So there's Rogue, as Jay was saying, laying in front of Apocalypse. Look at that booty.
God damn, look at your face, dude.
But they, look over here, and this is the new Rogue. Literally, she
like
doesn't even have a. There's not even a butthole. It's just like sandpaper.
You know, that looks like my ass after my ex-wife left me, just like nothing left. It got
I know. I ate Jay's butt. There was nothing there.
Yeah, but he used peanut butter to make it taste a little bit better. Go right there to the left. Go. There's Rogue. No. Go where Storm is in the middle, where it says that part. Go to the left. That's the other one. That's what they right there. This. So you can't really see much. But look at all the dudes. They're all fucking jacked. They're all ripped. They're all looking hot. I love Wolverine. He's got nice hair on his chest. I want to rub my fingers through it. But now, obviously, Jean Grey, which we all know that's Madeline Pryor. She's pregnant, so that's cool. Whatever. That's going to be a storyline. But
she's got some nice ones.
Yeah, but no, they're all sagged. Her tits are sagging now. And then you look at you can't see. Well, dude, come on! Like back in the day, there's perky titties. Look at her fucking right there, dude. Like Jesus Christ.
She's bent at a weird angle, pal.
First off, it's not at an angle, dude. That's what your eyes call deniability. You don't want to believe it, but it's true.
Yeah, but they even went an extra thing with Rogue. They put like a potato sack over her boobs so that you weren't looking. But yeah, all the dudes are shirtless and just ripped.
Yeah, I just think it's funny how that shit applies. Why you gotta make the girls all ugly and shit?
That is, I mean, honestly, like, and genuinely, like 90% of this crap that comes out about stuff like that, I'm like, oh my God, get a fucking life. Go have a juice box and shut the fuck up. But some shit's real, dude. And this is real. Like in the 90s, like you guys remember the X-Men cartoons, not just the Jim Lee comics specifically. Every dude was huge. Every girl was robust. That's the way they looked. So, I mean, when they put out this 97 animated series and every dude's still huge and jacked and every girl looks like my friend Peter, you don't, it's a great Alkaline Trio song. It's true. I mean, like and like, have you seen the craziness over Sydney?
They all have the body of fucking Vita or whatever from My Girl. Like it's like fucking, it's just like a little girl body. It's fucking stupid. Like they're full grown, voluptuous women. Celebrate that shit. Why they gotta be fucking ugly and shit? I don't understand it. But here's the other thing, by the way. Like, who in the fuck told you to mess with it? What was wrong with the way they looked in 90? That's what it was so popular. It had who sat down and said, we gotta change the way they look. Oh my God, it's just what's gotta happen because people are gonna hate us. So you mean the people that aren't gonna watch the shit to begin with? You fucking idiot. Oh my God, dude. I would love just to take a plunger and plunge these motherfuckers' teeth off with because no, dude, because the amount of shit that just vomits from their mouth with this bullshit it needs to be plunged out. It just needs to have a little Mario Brothers shit going on in there.
It's actually wild, dude. It is wild. It's gross because like maybe you have a leg to stand on if you were saying, well, we're putting it on Disney Plus, so we don't want to make it sexual in any way. But like it was a kid's show then too. And again, Wolverine's here with his shirt off, looking sexy as a man can look. Look at Cyclops in a fucking tank top, just looking like broski potatoes. And I just don't like even Beast is pretty hot for a hairy blue dude.
That's my point. Who asked for it? Nobody.
Yeah.
So why did you even need to bring it up? Why did you even need to make it a thing?
What's weird too, if you look at rap music now these days, I don't follow it, I don't look at it, but I do have a Twitter account, and every clip is just like it seems like every famous rap artist, like no one gives a fuck what they're singing about or what the songs are. They just get on stage and they do the exact same thing. They turn around and they just bounce their big butt, and then that's just like that's the thing. Hey, there's Ice Spice.
That's my favorite part of the song.
Yeah, it's every song, every person. It's like watch me do the same dance move with my butt.
Well, you know, like you said, I mean, dude, this is just the world we live in. I mean, it's like Disney's allergic to money. I don't fucking know how many more times they got to have projects bomb before they get it through their thick fucking dildo-sized head that nobody wants this shit. And when they continue to do this shit, it's literally you are on purpose putting holes in your own boat and sinking it before it even gets out of the fucking dock. But here's by the way, it might just be overreacting. Maybe it's going to be a great show and none of that's going to matter. And maybe that shot of Rogue's ass was just out of proportion. Like it was like maybe it was like a far away shot. It didn't look that great because it wasn't up close. I don't know. I doubt that's it. But we'll wait and see, dude. But I will say that this is definitely shaking my confidence in the upcoming. Because first off, I mean, come on, guys. It's going to be on Netflix or is it Netflix or Disney Plus? I don't remember. And it's got
Disney Plus.
Yeah, so and you got all this other shit going on with Disney, and the fucking politics are involved in almost goddamn everything. I should have known, like, you can't even have something like a fucking cartoon without dumb shits getting their hands on it and be like, it must change. For what?
Well, and like, look, the argument to this is so easy though. Like for the other side, they're gonna be like, "Why do grown men give a fuck about a child's cartoon show not having big titties?" And like I understand that too, and that is true. Like I'm not gonna fucking start a podcast about it. You know what I mean? But like. Also, it's
called bringbackboobs.com.
But it's fair to point out. Like hey, this is come on, guys. Come on. Like
I will say this. No, like, and it's not really the word incel and neckbeard and those are racist. These have become so overused in public when someone doesn't agree with you that they become meaningless words anymore. Literally,
you can still call bullshit when you see it.
They're fucking stupid. Just because I can look at something and say that looks like a shitty product, that looks like it's fucking motivated by woke bullshit. You're an incel. You're a neckbeard. Oh my God, you used words that everybody fucking when I clearly have eyes. I don't give a shit.
Also, you don't have a neck beard. You have a wonderful beard. I sometimes have to grow a neck beard.
Well, I just don't want to fucking see another goddamn fucking bullshit wasted propaganda piece of a film that is going to shovel down people's throat, and you take something that people loved and you shit on it again.
Yeah, Stacey, grifter is real. Grifter is on both sides. Grifter is definitely an absolute truth.
That's universal.
Yeah,
I just think it's just so stupid. And men, you know what? It's not even about. By the way, women are upset about this too, so that's weird. You want to group all men into one fucking thing and say it's all men? That's bullshit. And you assume too much, bitch. You assume too much. By the way, you know what they're really mad about? They're mad and they're tired of weak ass story plot points and terrible fucking character developments and character backstories because you sacrifice all of that, all the actual writing that should make a story good to make sure they all fucking match a check mark on Twitter. That's what you sacrifice. So that's what people get mad about. And the fact that you're just telling people to tell them, oh, it's going to be based on this reality. It's not. Yeah. It's just something to get you in the seats again.
Clinton said Mike is almost out of 5 o'clock shadow. He's at around 3:30. Here's the point though. Like I might have the grovel that I've always dreamed of, but this is the problem with my beard. Like, right. It starts here and it goes down. There's nothing fucking here. Like, watch this shit. Just sad, like my fucking chin line. Just fucking over to the corner. Fucking sucks.
You look like a villain that Walt Disney would have drawn in the 50s. Like with that. By the way,
I would 5 o'clock.
I shaved this morning. I shaved this morning. This is what it looks like.
Yeah, well, because you have a.
No, I'm kidding.
Beard,
I did. No,
right?
this is a. I don't. If I shaved, I literally would have a 5 o'clock shadow by 5 o'clock.
Yeah, I know. It pisses me off. I would do it. Why don't you do that? Why don't you rock 5 o'clock shadow, dude? Alec Baldwin the fuck out of that shit. Shadow and Alec Baldwin.
No, because Alec Baldwin's got a way. No, dude, there's certain guys with like they've got dark ass like 5 o'clock shadows, and I don't have that.
Good though. I wish I could do that. Yeah, my hair's like half blonde, so like it just comes in.
And by the way, that's not Alec Baldwin. Like that's not a 5 o'clock shadow. That's just a depression rising up in his cheeks because he knows he's fucked.
Yeah, now, Cordy, I can't grow it out because it just grows down here. Like my body, and maybe it's the West Virginia in me, but like my body is actually like my chromosomes are designed to have a neck beard. I could grow the greatest fucking beard you'd ever seen, but it started about here. It just goes straight fucking down. So
Mom always wanted me to grow because Cody had one for a while, and she's like, I just think it's so handsome and it's so beautiful. Men have chin beards. I think they are just gorgeous.
Like the
like a chin strap. I'm sorry, a chin strap.
Oh, the one that goes
down?
And
she's like, I just think those are handsome. And I hate, I don't know, dude. I feel like I'm not, no offense to anybody, but when I see people have it and their backwards cap on, I feel like all you do is all day long, even today, listen to Limp Bizkit and drive around in a fucking convertible, or maybe Kid Rock comes on afterwards.
Oh, the down
like
strap.
the full thick, the whole thing. I don't know. And it's like, you're going to smell like, I don't know, Polo Blue, and you're probably going to smoke Newports. And you're gonna like say, hey, you want to buy some weed when you just meet me? Like it's gonna be like you're gonna be that kind of guy. And you're also gonna have like a chain that's probably fake, so it doesn't touch your neck very often. You don't wear it for very long. But anyway, but she's like that. And then I used to have but I did for a long time when I didn't have a beard. I had thick sideburns. I let my sideburns grow up fucking thick, dude. I got them like juicy. And Mom, she's like, don't you ever shave those? Because I worked at Rite Aid, dude. And I had these fuckers like this, like they were like fucking long and pork chop. And this guy walked in, and he was like, woo! I'm like them sideburns, boy. He's like, I was just in California. They're bringing it back. Sideburns is the coolest, man. That's cool sideburns. I'm like,
suck his dick.
Yeah, I did afterwards. Yeah, and I wiped my chin and everything. Went right back to work. Didn't care that he might have had a sore on his lip in the darkness.
Yeah, the dark, it doesn't matter. It doesn't.
Yeah,
matter.
But no, yeah, but but I don't know. You could do a chin strap though. Maybe it'll work on you.
No, I did a chin strap. It's I did that about circa 2008. Not good. Yeah, they used to call me
I'll tell you what you need to do. I've told you this before, dude.
Amish.
I don't care what your wife says. Grow a fucking mustachio and just rock the shit out of it.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, just I don't know. I get my kids when your kids call you a pedophile. It's kind of you kind of have to shave. You know, like there's some things I can take. Like I've been walking around all week this week. Even Kate's mom saw me and like I was like, oh, that's weird. Finally, someone didn't like say something about my fat face. She's like, oh, I noticed. And I was like, oh, it's just one of those like if you don't have anything nice to say. She's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay. Somebody called me in the YouTube comments. Someone said I look like the Blob. Katie said I look like a thumb.
You called fat, gay, devil, all the sorts of shit in the comments. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, I look like a thumb. Yeah, just a thumb. But it's okay. You know what? I'm going to lose about 30 pounds and then I'm going to shave again and I'm going to see if maybe it looks different, but it probably won't.
Who cares? I'll tell you, grow a mustachio, dude.
I know, but yeah, I'll tell you the truth. The God's honest truth is I don't like having a beard. I think I do not like
a mustache. You like that.
Well, like sometimes I guess sometimes don't, but like I like a clean, fresh, shaven face. But like I realize that it looks better with a beard. So like, yeah, I don't know. It's just why are we still talking about this?
I don't know. I mean, sometimes men's hair on their face is very important to some people.
It's hard. Women will never understand. I'm going to write a whole Barbie monologue about how hard it is to be a man because you can't grow the perfect beard, and they expect you to.
I've seen a few women that'll put my mustache to shame. I was like, damn, did you?
Yeah, Eastern Kentucky, buddy. Lee, God damn it, Lee! Starting off the show with this fucking thunder punch to the nutsack in a good way, like a kiss. Well, thank you so much, dude. Hey, my sexy, handsome fellas, happy Monday. And no, Mike, I won't stop being nice to y'all. Scream Factory doing a Killer Clowns 4K. It's up on pre-order on their site. That'd be a sick 4K. I like that.
Well, thank you, Lee. We will never stop hoping to one day give you a hand job for all your kindness to us. What you know what? It would have been a lot more. What happened there, Lee, is I said that and Mike didn't laugh, and then it came off as awkward, like I was actually in an AA meeting and I admitted something really wrong.
I apologize. I've not paying attention sometimes.
It's fine. No, I like what happened was I said it, and then as soon as I said it, and there was no reaction, my ears got red, and I said I shouldn't have said it. I hate when that shit happens. You
don't laugh at me way more than I don't laugh at you.
No, I know, but I don't. But I was saying something very sexual, and I don't know Lee like that. But anyway, yeah, that's why I tried to go on awkwardly, like, yeah. So the Scream Factory box thing, it sounds good. And even though I don't even give a shit about Scream.
I was in the weeds. I was in the weeds, dude. Seriously though, like I never thought about whether or not there was a Killer Clowns 4K, but that movie definitely needs a 4K. Like that's gonna be sick as fuck to see in 4K. I'm gonna buy it.
Oh,
I'm
you
gonna
meant
buy it.
yeah, okay. See, I was all over the place. I actually thought he meant Scream. Like the Scream movie was gonna get a 4K release. I didn't read the Killer Clowns part.
Oh, like what did you think that like they were gonna add Killer Clowns?
No,
in
I just got
4K
really
to a
embarrassed
Scream
when I
movie?
said. I was just like, I literally blacked out all those words. I didn't even read. I didn't read any words after Scream and 4K.
You could tell it's going to be a good show when Lee the Machine starts on. Thank you, buddy. We really appreciate it. Rootin' Tootin' Texas Tootin'. He's back with his fucking waitress at the bingo lounge for giving me the freaky eye. I might go down there and get me a face full of flubber, boy.
Go ahead and do it there. Goddamn, Rootin' Tootin'. It ain't going to make no difference. You fucking already got 15 sores on your fucking lip. You act like it's going to add one more. It's not going to do a goddamn thing. And I know who you're talking about. You're talking about Shirley. She looked like a goddamn good, what a fucking terrier dog. But go on down there and get you some.
What is it? What is it he says in Halloween? It's like, I might go down there and purge my stomach all over them flapjacks.
Yeah, it's something like that. He's like, you heard me. Fucking nasty.
I can't wait till this thing heals because I'm gonna break it off in her fucking face.
You know that one thing is that I do every time I hear that Machine Gun Kelly when I heard Rap Devil, when he was like, oh my god, Ronnie. I was thinking of Ronnie from fucking Halloween. Like, oh my god, Ronnie. It just sounds like some fucking trailer park bitch that would scream.
He has a new song out. I haven't listened to it. I don't want to. I don't care. Robin Barker finally watched Thanksgiving this weekend and fucking loved it. Was wondering what you expect to see in the sequel. Will there be leftovers? There will be no leftovers.
Well, I sure as hope there's plenty of food that went around. So, I mean, I'm thinking there's going to be plenty of leftovers for y'all. Come on in.
Don't fucking start, dude. You're going to get stuck in it all night long. You're like, well, we'll see you guys later.
Well, we already started. Now it's already kind of like floating around. Like it's like a fucking, Planet X. It's in the solar system. Yeah. As far as hope to it, I don't really hope anything. I just hope that they keep on the same trend that they were going with. Yeah. Like they don't try to make it too, don't go too far in one direction or the other. Don't make it too kooky and so stupid that it becomes like just like a scary movie or something, and then don't try to go too horror and serious with it where you're trying to actually be Scream or I Know What You Did Last Summer. Just kind of keep it right here in the lane. It feels good. Just go back home and feel good there.
Here, but here.
But a quarter that goes up and down and around. All
Jay and I watched that. Jay watched that for the first time in a Patreon commentary. If anybody wants to check that out, there's on the link below. We just did a full commentary for that. What I want to see, dude, is I do want to see more of the same. I want to see them fucking have more clever kills with what's his name? John Taverty, whatever the fuck his name is. I can't remember his name, but like I want to see more clever kills with him. And I want to see more of those ancillary characters because the ones who survived, I felt like they really did a great job picking the right people to die and the right people to survive. Like what's the guy with the party? It's the McCarthy party. Like that guy surviving, he had a cool arc in that movie. He started as a piece of shit, but he actually ended up being a cool dude. So I want to see him become like the new kind of Dewey of that situation. I think that would be pretty neat. And yeah, just more of the same. And the dude with the mustachio, he was fucking awesome. I want to see more of his character. I think it's gonna be awesome. I can't wait for it. Mr. Big Ball says, I clicked your live video and an ad for Jelly Roll concert tickets came up. I'm gonna go see Belly Roll now. Thanks to you. Giddy up.
Hell yeah, brother. Go fucking go ahead and give the true life and true gift to that good Christian man, Jelly Roll. What a good man he is. Jesus. I actually watched his interviews. He seems like a good guy. I'm not really a fan of his music, but seems like a good guy. I didn't know who the fuck he was. And everybody kept talking about, oh, Jelly Roll, Jelly Roll. I was like, stop talking about me. Who the fuck saw me with my shirt off? No, and then they were like, no, there was a singer called Jelly Roll. And I was like, oh, and then I was like, I saw him and I was like, that motherfucker looked like he was in prison. Guess what? He was in prison. And he got out and shit. And he turned his life around and all that good stuff. So good for him.
Jay, I just bought this fucking light. I bought this extra light because I didn't have a light on the other side. Oh, there it goes. Okay. I was going to say it just died like literal mid fucking stream. Yeah, dude, I don't know, man. Like the way country music is, I fucking hate it. So when that came up and everyone's like, hey man, I don't usually listen to these kind of face tatted people, but that Jelly Roll sounds pretty good. He's talented. You got to give to him.
He's not bad.
And it's like,
I'm not a fan of country music, but he can sing. I will give him that. And,
sure.
And he
is
did
that the prerequisite to music?
I think he's got to know he's inspirational for what he came from, what happened to him, and then he, took care of his daughter and shit. But that's good.
Yeah,
for
but
him.
If that dude said "fuck MAGA," they'd all be like, "Fuck that fat face tatted piece of shit."
No, I don't know if he likes MAGA or not.
I don't either, but I assume that.
Why don't you stop fucking worrying about politics, you stupid motherfucker?
Too many. Yeah, I'm not going to get into it. JK, thank you. Thank you, JK.
Get him,
Michael
JK.
Martin. I did see D Mitch went to an Alkaline Trio concert and had a great time. That's fucking awesome. I'm going to one in like 2 weeks and I'm fucking jerking off thinking about it right now under the table. You guys can't see it, but it's true. Michael Martin. Even I don't mind sucking toes, but not with peanut butter.
Yeah, pretty nasty. Yeah, if it was just regular toes, like just like that sweaty toe jam stuff, maybe it'd been fine.
What? Wait a minute. Come on. Hey, hold on. Like if you're gonna suck toes, like you do want peanut butter on it. Like sucking toes by itself is way worse than sucking toes.
The whole fetish thing is like weird, man. They like sweaty, stinky feet.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like sucking toes with peanut butter on them is way less weird than just sucking toes.
Well, first off, he's like, don't ruin the fucking peanut butter because you might want a sandwich later on. You know, I have to like, you know, put like,
yeah, if you're trying to save, to me, I don't know. I've sucked a toe before.
Ugh,
I just been like, you know, wheelbarrow position, just like.
I don't
you
know.
You never done that?
I might have.
I won't fucking put it in my mouth.
I think I've been in a position where I thought about it, and then I got like really self-aware, and I'm like, am I trying to be like somebody like fucking super hot and do something? You know what I mean? Like, I became literally self-aware. I got imposter syndrome. You know how you're like trying to act like you're fucking like this hot fucking dude, and you're like. And then you like it's like you see it for I was like in that movie Next with Nicolas Cage. I saw in the future for just a second what it would look like, and I backed off.
You get to it. You look like
no fucking way. I know exactly what I was with too, and I almost did shit like that, dude. And I was like, no, I would have cringed out of my fucking skin if I'd done that. You were afraid
you look over to the mirror and be like a Christian Bale. I'm like,
it's like. No, I actually thought she was gonna go like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like,
stop it.
That did happen once though. I did try to do something a little weird, and then she was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing." What are you doing? I thought we were fucking.
God, to be a fly on that fucking.
I was like, "What is this? A cable program? Keep fucking going. What are you doing? Stopping."
Courtney, most overrated film in the past 10 years. Ooh, past 10 years.
Most overrated film.
Past 10 years.
So it'll be from 2014 to 2024.
The Batman.
That's not the most overrated. Your fucking hairline's overrated.
No, not the most overrated, but it was overrated.
I don't think so at all. It was rated just right.
Any Avatar 2?
No, because it made $1 billion. It made a shit ton of money.
Yeah, that doesn't mean it's not overrated. That kind
of
it
does.
That kind of is like a prerequisite to being overrated.
No,
it
made a
ton of money, but it actually sucked.
So I can't speak on Avatar. I have not seen it. So
yeah, because you know why? Because it's overrated. Because you don't care.
No, I don't care because it's been too fucking long since the first one.
Yeah, you don't care, so it's overrated.
It's not overrated. I just don't care because it was too long in the spacing of the movies. But I'm telling you, Courtney, I'm trying to talk to Courtney. Overrated, dude. Like I don't know, Scream.
Shut the fuck your mouth.
No, you attack my shit, I'll attack your shit.
Shut your fucking mouth.
No, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a hard question, Courtney, to really dissect. You're talking about 10 years of movies and just to pick one that's super bloated and overrated. I don't know.
I would, you know, what would be a really fun top 10 is like the most top 10 overrated films of all time. But I would, you know, it would upset like Chris Stuckman. He'd be like, don't talk about film. And I don't want to upset him. All right. I don't want to get Stuckmanized.
I'll be getting pulled in the internet.
I have a good opinion.
A long time, dude. I don't think we've ever been in internet drama before. So that'll be fun to talk shit on someone else.
Oh, dude.
Like, if I saw you in real life, motherfucker, I bet you wouldn't say that shit. I'll suck your toes.
I promise that would not be his response. But I tell you this, I'll tell you this. I've seen like 1 billion channels do videos about that whole thing, and I was like, hey, I didn't know it was that big of a deal.
Well, I would say
like
The Last Jedi, but everyone fucking universally hated that movie.
Yeah.
Except for like obviously some people that didn't. But I mean, I like generally speaking, well, it's not overrated because everybody panned it.
Yeah, like I mean, I think we gave it like a 7 when it came out.
Yeah, but that was like that's like a 7 score is like a Dave Portnoy score. If like one bite, everybody knows the rules. Like that's like you're not gonna go out of your way to go see it.
Right, but for that movie should have been a 10, like based on what it was supposed to be. So it was still ultimately disappointed. Or I'm thinking of the second one. We didn't give that one a score. Like I don't think we watched.
No, we watched The Force Awakens. We did not. I don't know. I thought we did. No, because I got pissed. We got pissed about Luke Skywalker sucking them tits and not doing anything in the movie.
Oh, no, that one I really think it's overblown. Like the hate for that movie, I still think it's a little.
The Last Jedi with Ryan Johnson.
Yeah, it was. Oh dumb. My god! Like who gives a shit? He was sucking on big nipples. Like, hey.
It wasn't just that, the whole fucking story. The Mary Sue Rey's all of a sudden a fucking powerful badass Jedi. Also, you take Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker. He's a fucking loser that goes to a planet and just hides and shit.
Yeah, it's not great.
Exactly. Okay, so that makes sense as a character.
No, but like if you don't give a fuck about Star Wars that much and you just watch it, you go, hey, that was a fucking movie. That was all right.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you didn't care about it, but at the end of the day, they ruined fucking Star Wars. They started with that shit. And then they have like that Rose character that nobody gave one fuck about, and they have like we have to free the animals. Who gives a fuck? Where's the story?
We got so far away from the plot just now. Austin, thanks, buddy.
That's what Cordy does, dude. Cordy comes in here and says an innocent question. He really just wants to see a fight. That's what Cordy does.
Austin says, Freddy Got Fingered was made by Tom Green as a goof just to see if they'd let his crazy bits he called a film and be able to say it cost millions to do. The movie is a $1 million joke about movies. That's fair, Austin. But you know what? I don't know if this is true or not, but I saw them putting on Twitter the other day that Freddy Got Fingered just got a Criterion release with all those fancy films. And I think that's fucking masterful, dude. Freddy Got Fingered is one of the most unheralded, funny ass that's an underrated movie. Freddy Got Fingered is funny as shit if you don't take yourself too seriously and you can just have fun with something. God, I love that movie.
I feel like it was a collection of like really funny sketches put together and just crafted that make it look like a movie or feel like a movie. But otherwise, it's not. He's right though. Tom Green is absolutely right, and that makes total sense that he just did this as a fucking like throwaway. And he's like, it's never gonna happen. And then when they finally did, he's like, holy shit, I gotta come up with like stupid weird shit like, Daddy, would you like some sausage? Because he's like, who would ever fucking allow that in a movie? It doesn't even
the
make
backwards
sense.
man, the backwards
yeah,
man.
to be fair, why it's going in the Criterion collection is probably because it's like it's so weird and it's such a product of its time that's why it's like it's probably respected in a lot of ways for its over the top absurdity.
Yeah.
And like it is a good time capsule of a movie.
I hope that shit's real, dude, because I fucking adore that movie with all my heart. Lee the Machine! Thanks, buddy. He says, Jay, we both got the original PlayStation 5. They just released the Slim. Now they're going to release the PS5 Pro. I am pissed.
I know, dude. It's bullshit. Like, I think the PS5 Pro is slated for like later this year. Yeah, dude, it's fucked. Like, I don't know. I didn't want to get the PS5 Slim because I heard some things about it, like the overheating issues about it, maybe. But some people were saying that it was. I was fine with the fat PlayStation 5, but the fucking PS5 Pro, I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, it's like you buy your drugs and you're happy with it, and then they come out with the heroin plus. And you're like, all right, well, what the fuck does that do? It's like, oh man, you ever see that movie Judge Dredd with Mama? It makes time slow down and shit when you take it. I'm like, fuck, I wanted that.
That's how I felt when they came out with 4Ks, dude. I was like, I just spent all this fucking money with this beautiful Blu-ray collection, and now these fucking black pieces of shit are out there, and they think they're special.
Whoa! We're not fucking that kind of channel, Mike. What the fuck?
Oh.
Take that shit up down a little bit. Holy fuck, dude.
Oh, no.
We're not Alex Jones out here. What the fuck?
Who am I supposed to be here? Oh, I thought I was on my alt-right podcast. No, I was talking about Blu-rays.
Whoa.
Those
blacks in their Blu-rays, huh?
Oh, yeah, I thought I was sitting here with Ben. No, yeah, when they came with those
if you were, you need a safe space for that kind of talk.
I saw it. I was like, God damn it. I was like, that's it. I stopped collecting physical media the day 4K came out because I was like, you fucks. And now,
well, you had a bunch of Blu-rays too.
I
never really. I kind of lost interest after when Blu-ray came out. They were so expensive when it was like $24 fucking for Blu-rays. So like I had a mega collection of DVDs, and I still have a lot of DVDs, but I'd given up the Ghost by the time Blu-ray came out, and I was like, I can't, like, really, I couldn't. I didn't want to keep spending $25. That's before tax.
Yeah. So, well, that's what I enjoyed about it, though. It got to a point with Blu-rays where they'd be at the used stores and like it was like a hunt. So, like, yeah, most places Blu-rays were still like $24 or whatever, but like you can go to used stores and you could find them for like $3 and $5. So, if you found that sweet spot, you can come home with a whole stack of movies, and it just felt so good on the inside. And the day 4K came out, I said, I'm just fucking out. I'm done. And here I am now. I'm collecting 4Ks again.
Well, it's like probably like it's a pride issue with me. I was like, I won't go and get hand-me-downs.
I will not.
I have dignity. I won't do it. But the reality is I didn't think about it. Like I would just go to Walmart and be like, God damn it. $25 fucking dollars. And then I'd be like, and then I'd take it home. Like, I don't really give a fuck. Like all the special features I'd already watched on YouTube.
Yeah. It's a mistake to do that for sure. JT Customs, thoughts about the new Fantastic Forecast? All I know is, you don't like Pedro Pascal? What do you got against Mexican folks? Huh?
Because they're from Mexico. I haven't seen the cast.
He was born in Chile, by the way. I apologize.
So who's the real racist, you or me? So you just fucking got his goddamn country wrong.
I was going with
if you lined up a Canadian, a Norwegian, and an American, could you tell the fucking difference?
I was pretending to be someone else, just in case anybody fucking wants to take that the wrong. I was pretending to be someone else when I said that.
No,
he was born in Chile. It was a joke. I fucking don't know, Jay. I've never been outside of America.
Well, they're a Spanish person.
Sure, I don't know.
Latino.
Hey, whatever. Whatever rocks your flower. But no, Pedro Pascal's the fucking shit. So
I love
like,
Pedro Pascal.
you can cast him as anybody, and it's great. Mrs.
Is he Mr. Fantastic?
Yeah. He's.
Oh,
Why'd you say it sucks? You don't even know who is it?
I said I was joking. I didn't know who it was.
Oh, okay. Calm down.
You're the one that jumps.
I thought it was because he was Chilean. Like, because I know you hate the Chileans.
I really didn't know anything about it.
You guys don't understand. Like, I'm just gonna out you. Me and Jay will be eating a bologna sandwich. She'll be like, I hate those fucking Chileans. He's like, I wish those miners would have died.
Me?
Yeah, Jay says that all the time. Every time we're trying to have a meal together, it's like, dude, stop.
Well, no, actually, I got a fucking veteran membership card for Cracker Barrel for talking that kind of thing.
You will too. Yeah, it's got the American flag on it. And everything.
Around that oversized checkers table talking about the Chileans. I was like, that's an American boy.
Oh fuck! Love Pedro Pascal.
I love Chile.
Mrs. Fantastic she's the blonde chick from the Mission Impossible movies. I can't remember her name. Susan Storm. Yeah. Fantastic forecast.
You know who they should have got to who's fucking hot as hell is that one girl in the James Bond movie. You know what I'm talking about? The dark haired girl, and then I think it was the last chick. Oh my god, dude, that girl's fucking. Ooh.
Oh, Antonio Banderas is Galactus? That can't be real.
Yeah, if he is, dude, because what's in the case? I want to start there.
It's not on the official. So on the official IMDb, it's
Galactus from Mexico, eh?
I would fucking watch Antonio Banderas do anything. No, the only official ones are Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm, which to me, she seems like a really boring fucking person.
Well, let me tell you who I'm talking about. Vanessa, is she hot?
Vanessa Kirby, yeah, Vanessa Kirby.
Yeah,
Ebon Moss Baccarat.
It's gonna play. She's all right. Her face is a little weird, but she's not bad. How old is she?
I don't fucking know, Jay. Why don't you count
younger than us?
Joseph. I don't know who Joseph Quinn is. Joseph Quinn is the fiery dude. It was Eddie Munson from Stranger Things.
Movies.
Firefighter, firefighter.
He's the guy that's a firefighter.
Fantastic. Human Torch was the Dynamite clone. No, that's good casting there. Actually, Joseph Quinn was Eddie Munson in Stranger Things. So that's pretty cool.
Hey, what was the last James Bond movie?
Your dad? It was Skyfall. Then what came after fucking Skyfall?
I don't know. Never mind. I'll just do it.
John Jingleheimer Smith.
I think it was No Time to Die.
That was the last one. No Time to Die. That was the last one. Your face got so white.
Yeah, because I'm typing and it's concentrating.
What side are you on?
The girl Ana de Armas.
WWW or KKK? Which one are you on? Because you're so white.
Oh, I don't know. I just got fucking huge cock getting sucked off by this dude. I can't stop watching it. And doing it on a white screen.
I can see his shadow going across your nose right now.
Armas should have been Susan Storm. You dye her hair blonde, hot as fuck.
I don't.
Have you seen her?
No, it's terrible.
But
she's all.
You're crazy, dude. She's
hot. That's not the only prerequisite for an
actress. Yes, it is. You have to be hot.
Womanizing piece of shit. She's all sexual.
Bitch. It's got to be hot. It's Susan Storm.
Susan Storm's not out there in the streets like, oh yeah,
but she's hot. You don't need to make her fucking like average.
Shit.
She's like
Vanessa Kirby's no
women in Marvel. She's considered one of the most beautiful women in Marvel.
Someone's probably watched this and wants to get mad at us and really just doesn't know what's happening. They're probably so confused.
I know, but if somebody gets mad at me, I swear to God, you all motherfuckers are lucky I don't have Twitter. Like for real, because I would tell every motherfucker who got mad. He's like, "Suck my white ass ball." More quotes.
I've tried that. It really doesn't help. JT Cousins said, thoughts about. Oh yeah, we just answered it. Yeah, that was a shit show. JK, The Witch sucks my butt, Steve. I wouldn't put it that far, but we'll see what happens.
I think it's pretty bad. I don't think it's The Witch. The actual movie, The Witch, is not good.
Yeah.
Well, it's not. It's weird. It's sometimes like, yeah. We'll get to there.
We're not canceled by the second hour. The best bet, boys. I was just gonna describe The Witch as a limp-wristed HJ from a liberal art HJ. Limp-wristed. Oh yeah, like a weak. Yeah.
From liberal. Brave.
Limp-wristed. Yeah. From a liberal arts gal berating me for not knowing metaphor, but that started sounding great, so I'll just say it's highbrow, boring trash.
Yeah,
God damn, you just described The Witch in excellent fashion, my friend.
That sounds pretty hot right there, though. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I was like, as her fucking fake eyelashes are starting to shake off as she's like vigorously giving you the hand job and screaming at you, it just seems hot to me.
Jesus Christ. I'm a college student. We should really change the fucking IMDb synopsis to that right now. I think you just fucking nailed it, bro. Like, I think you just absolutely nailed it. That's that movie. Kyle, A24, my faves, The Witch, Dream Scenario, Pearl, X, The Green Knight, Midsommar, mid-90s, Hereditary, Killing of a Sacred Deer, Black Coat's Daughter, The Lobster, Ex Machina, Enemy, Under the Skin, Hole in the Ground. Some of those I agree with you on. Some of those I don't. Some of those I haven't seen. And some of those beans.
Kyle, I can safely say I've never seen half of what you just said. I know some of
movie podcast.
I know some of them. Well, don't come on here and tell me your favorite Slipknot songs. I don't care for them.
Okay.
Listen to this. Does this not sound like Slipknot shit?
Just let me say it out loud for everybody. Wife, will you make me a drink?
Make him a drink.
So how many times do I have to ask for it? God damn it. Why don't you just go fuck one of the Chileans?
Listening on just the radio,
Pedro Pascal.
Mike just acts like he smacked his wife. He went. No, but listen to this. Enemy Under the Skin. No, Enemy Under the Skin, Hole in the Ground. That sounds like fucking Slipknot songs. Like those were singles that were released on the radio.
There's like a version that like I haven't seen this movie, and then there's Jay who's like, is that a Slipknot song?
The Green Knight sounds like a Green Lantern comic book.
Oh my God. Jason Perez. Hey, sexy beings. Was watching Natural Born Killers on mushrooms. Ooh. Crazy experience. Juliette Lewis should have been cast as Harley Quinn in the Phoenix sequel.
If she'd acted like she did in Natural Born Killers, that would have been a dark ass fucking movie. And I think that would be more accurate than what we got for sure. I like Margot Robbie. I think Margot Robbie is a really solid Harley Quinn, so there's nothing wrong with her at all. But yeah, Juliette Lewis back in the day, cast as Harley Quinn, especially the way that she was out there in Natural Born Killers, that would have been like on the nose casting. Perfection. I think it was Harley, not Harley. It was Quentin Tarantino that I think he said he didn't like Natural Born Killers. I think he had this whole thing about why he didn't like it. I don't remember if it was just because they said something glorification or something. I don't know what it was or the mental.
Fuck, disorder. He made it. I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, it was something weird like that though.
I honestly, I'll be honest with you. I'm not a Natural Born Killers guy. Like there's something about that movie that just makes me feel depressed. Like I don't enjoy the I enjoy like the
weird.
Yeah, like I enjoy the violence and shit, like Pulp Fiction or like Desperado or whatever. But there's something about Natural Born Killers that like fetishizes it a little too much for me.
Okay, well I gotta.
What just happened?
I have to go pee.
Oh, you just made a face. You were like, oh.
No, I was trying to look dramatic. Like I was like, I'm writing a book, and
I was like, you okay, man?
No, I haven't got to page 5 yet.
Hey, before you go though, I just noticed something out of the corner of my little horny eye.
What?
It's this motherfucker right here with the big ass goddamn super chat. Oh, Jay's gonna hold it in his pee just for you, Tim. That's what we'll get.
It's coming out my ears.
We're gonna take this one so slow. We're gonna take
it not, dude.
Slow.
Tim, I love you.
I love you very much. Good night. Hey boys, chat. I missed the last chat. Have to catch it. Confession: I've been playing World of Warcraft since it was released a lot. I am a fucking nerd, and girls don't like me.
That's
Any of you
we know that's not
folks
true.
in the chat play an MMO? I know Jay does. If that stands for
I've got
masturbation on the seashore.
Yeah, that's the best MMO I've ever played, and you really get involved in it. I will say I'm playing Knights of the Old Republic is the only MMO that I'm actually currently on or I'm playing. I never got into World of Warcraft. I'm also on Star Trek Online on the Xbox, and I put a lot of hours into that. I have a
fucking dork.
I have a lot of ships, obviously. I've collected for a few years now, and my stable of starships is impressive. I'm just going to let you guys know. Don't be intimidated. If you want to join my game, I will let you join, and you can look upon my ships.
I tried. He's a liar.
I have a huge amount of starships, and they are all kitted out. Don't fuck with me in the open. And I've also done PvP, and I've won multiple times.
Hang on, I'm going to go pee real quick.
You fucking shut up right now. But Tim, no, but World of Warcraft, I never got into it. I couldn't get into it. And back in the day, the reason what stopped me is first off, our dial-up was shittier than usual. And then also it was a paid subscription service, and I didn't have a job, so my mom wouldn't pay for it. You had to pay a subscription service a month.
Your mom was the mom from Disturbia.
Mom was like, no. She was like, nobody. She's like, how much is it? I think it was like, I don't know. I think it was like $8.99. She's like, oh no, you've got all sorts of video games in that room on the Nintendo box.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Thank you, Tim, man.
Tim, I'll tell you this, buddy. The only thing I know about World of Warcraft, I know that I wouldn't enjoy it as a game per se. Not it wouldn't be for me. It's just not. It's not because like I'm cool in that or anything. Like I play video game football. Like it's not. I joke about it being a dorky thing or whatever. I think it's rad. I can't get into the fantasy stuff. The only thing I know about World of Warcraft is that my sister one time, 5 years older than me, um, an uncultured swine saw the World of Warcraft movie, and that's me saying that, saw the World of Warcraft movie and actually was like at a Thanksgiving turkey dinner or something along those lines. It was like, it was the best movie I've ever seen. I'm not kidding. It was the best movie I've ever seen. You have to see it. The World of Warcraft movie. Like I thought nerds, dorks, whatever, like it was the best movie I've ever seen. And yeah, that actually happened. But you know, she's a terrible human being and I can't stand her. So I'm not surprised that she was wrong about that and has that sort of taste in film. But I will say this also. I wish, dude, I'm jealous. Like, I'm actually super jealous of people who can get into that shit, like Diablo, fucking World of Warcraft, fucking, all that shit. Yeah, I wish I could, but I love you and you're fucking cool. And like, that's super sweet of you as always. Tim's the fucking best, dude. I think it's awesome. And the thing is, it's like, nobody can fucking talk shit to you and be like, you're playing a fucking MMO. Dude was a fucking cop. All right. Like, he's seen some shit. He's done some fucking things. He can play an MMO all the goddamn day long if he wants to. You know what I mean? Tim's a fucking badass. Love you, dude. Austin, Dream Wham guest. I scared the dog. Robin Williams just bouncing jokes off you guys and everyone just getting it and doing funny voices. Oh, God. You know, obviously that would be a fucking dream come true for both of us. But if Robin Williams was on this show, Jay and I would just shut the fuck up and watch. We would just shut the fuck up and dance, you know, like we would just watch that shit happen. We would not try to joke with Robin Williams. We would just laugh at him the entire time. Like, hey, Austin, hey, sorry, hey, Robin, talk about fucking peanuts. I don't know. And he would just do the whole entire 3-hour show. Fucking genius. Love Ron Williams. D. Mitch said, Jay, I'll let him talk about you creaming your jeans over Final Fantasy in a second, because I don't know what I would add to that. Hey, I see my friend Janae here. What's up, Janae? Look how fat I look with a shaved beard. I'll just do this the entire time till Jay comes back. Anyway, Camelot cooking chili and drinks beers. How's it going, fellas? That's a good time. That's a really good fucking time. Cooking chili and drinking beer. My favorite activity to drink beer, though, is showering. Like, Ben Affleck made it all sad in that basketball movie where he's like chugging beers in the showers while he's washing his head with a bar of soap. Like, who the fuck washes their hair with a bar of soap? That's weird anyways. That was more depressing than his alcoholism. But like, yeah, shower beer, man. You know it's going to be a great day when you're in the fucking shower with a beer. Unless it's late at night and you're showering with a beer. In that case, it was probably a really depressing day and you're crying. I've been there too. But yeah. I hope you're doing awesome, Camelot. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Appreciate you, man. I saw a shadow behind me. It was a fucking dog. Nighttime. Thanks, bud. Did you ever get to that $50 super chat from the end of the last stream that you had ended to before you got it? I'm fucking glad. I'm so glad you said that, dude. I'm a piece of fucking shit. And sometimes I'm like, oh, I promise we'll get to the next time. And then I fucking forget. But I saved this motherfucker. I did save this super chat. And it was from DJ Graham. Graham. Instead of remaking great movies, they should remake bad movies that were based on good stories, but did not meet expectations. And that is the fucking key to goddamn remakes, man. That's the key to the world. It makes no fucking sense that we remake good films. We should remake films that were great ideas that sucked balls, like Avatar. I'm just kidding. No one should ever make that fucking stupid ass shit again. But like, no, seriously, there's so many movies out there that were great ideas with terrible execution. And that is the exact point of remakes. If Hollywood would make that one fucking pivot, just that one fucking pivot, man. Like, I can't think of anything off the top of my head. What movie was a great idea that ended up sucking? Max Payne, for instance. Like, remake fucking Max Payne. Mark Wahlberg had no business in that role. Like, hey, my fucking kids died, so I started taking a lot of pills. And then I got this detective story, but then I started tripping fucking balls. I started seeing shit, and then they came on a ride in my dreams with the video games. It was crazy. We gotta run the way. Like, if fucking Mark Wahlberg should have never been Max Payne, but Max Payne should be remade with like a Timothy Olyphant or someone that just fits that role way fucking better. Remake bad films that should have been great. You're absolutely right, DJ Graham. Thank you, and thank you, Nighttime, for reminding us that we missed that shit.
Oh,
what, Jay?
I missed nothing. I saw it.
God damn it.
And I chose to ignore.
Hey, there was a super chat for you before I take my pee time in the toilet. T. Mitch said, Jay, final what does it say? Final fucking
Fantasy.
dudes.
Final Fantasy Rebirth, one of the best games of all time. Thoughts? It made me cream my pants. I did it 3 times in 10 minutes. So those are rookie numbers, my sir.
Mm-hmm. I watched.
And it had nothing to do with Tifa Lockhart, even though she's looking hot as fuck on that beach, y'all.
And then
I gotta stop playing those games, dude.
Yeah, are you what's happening to you? Is your dick shrinking?
No,
is your love life shorted?
I actually am interested in the relationship that I'm building with her.
All right, so I'm gonna pee. No, I'm kidding. You probably are. Is April jealous yet? Does she know? Does she know?
No, she doesn't know, but our sex life has improved.
You just keep drinking. Don't fucking respond.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, it's not even that. But yeah, dude, it's a great fucking game. It's an amazing game. It really is. It's one of the best games I've ever played in my life.
Jay, we're at 8:42 with Michael Parton.
Okay.
And when I come back, we're almost done with this first round of super chats here. And when I come back, we will start the A24 tier list. And
I like it.
Shit's gonna get wicked.
I'll see you soon. Have fun with your wiener.
Shut up, bitch.
Okay, ho. Ooh, stinky. Smelled onions. Michael Parton says Silver Surfer will be male. No more wokeness. Well, yeah, I mean, I would hope so. I know there was rumors about the possibility of them making Silver Surfer female. That's so stupid, dude. Because as far as the what were they called? The Heralds of Galactus, he had 4 of them, right? He had Silver Surfer, then he had Fire Lord, and then there was another one, and then there was he might have had more. I know that the one I'm thinking of, like, he's had 3 or 4 of them, but there was a girl too that he had as far as like a herald. So I mean, there's time for all that, but Silver Surfer is definitely male, 100%. I wonder if they're gonna make his wiener silver. Like, are they gonna do a Dr. Manhattan and just make it? No, it's Disney, Marvel. They're never gonna do that. Beep Bop Boop says Ana de Armas was great as Marilyn Monroe in Blonde. Yeah, dude, she's very, very cute, but she's also a really good actress too. And again, it's not about like Susan Storm. Like, you have to have like some super amazing, badass, bombshell, attractive woman to play that part. But she is a very beautiful lady, as it were. And I just don't, and again, the girl that's playing her is not ugly. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, it's just like, I don't know, man. Like, you look at some, they've taken some women and they've made them, they've uglified them. I don't know why. They just have, and it's so weird. But yeah, she's great. The show. You know what, guys? And by the way, I gotta stop talking because I don't want to get Mike canceled. I don't get, like, dude, I swear to God, for 24 hours, if I was in charge of that, if I got access, I could. I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, but if I got in front of that on that fucking Twitter, on our Twitter, oh my God, dude, I'd fucking be on there. I would literally look like Robert Pattinson with the fucking dark ass circles under my eyes, because I would stay up on Twitter just bullshitting and shitting all over the motherfuckers that are like offended and shit on everything and anything that anybody says. I would just have a field day with their feelings. I'd say shit on your face. When they say you should apologize, like, apologize to your fucking mom for fucking raising you like a shit bastard, you fuck. See, I wouldn't care. I would just talk like that. A. Davis says 1994 The Shadow is better than 89 Batman. God damn, what the fuck just went on? I crossed my eyes, dude. What did you just say there? What did you do? What's happened? What mushroom did you take today, A. Davis? I don't like it. It's had a side effect on you that I'm not sure that's warranted and that you asked for. But no, The Shadow is it's a weird movie. It's a good movie. The Shadow fits inside the Tim Burton Batman movies, though. It does very, like, 100%. If they had a crossover Tim Burton's Batman with The Shadow, it would be 100% on point. It would work absolutely great. But The Shadow in 94, no, dude, it's not better than 89. No, it's not. Is it on the same level as Batman Returns? Yes, I'll give it that. I think it's just as weird. Cruising. Lee the Machine Bowers also says, hey, thank you, dude. Says, hey, Loomis, I caught Michael and Charles spanking each other in the showers at Smith's Grove. You need to get your employees under control. What do what you need to do is stop hacking into our camera systems and watching them in the shower. That's what you need to do. I know they're in there. They're doing that shit. They're disgusting. And I'm collecting evidence. Okay? Trust me, I'm going to nail Chalice's herpes-infested ass to the wall alongside that maggot, dirty ass, goddamn mayonnaise smelling Michael Myers vagina asshole that he is. Don't you worry. But don't tell me how to do my job, Lee. What are you saying? You know, I know your name's Lee the Machine, and you're probably a great male stripper, but don't you dare tell me how to do my job. Thank you. And D Mitch, that's for Mike. Ryan, thank you so much. Says happy late birthday, Jay. Thank you, dude. I wish Blink-182 made a song for Final Fantasy so both of you could bond over separate interests. Yeah, Black Ops is underrated. A24. That's a good one. Yeah, I don't think Blink-182 is like that's. You know what? Actually, Tom DeLonge, not Tom. Well, maybe. You know, one of them. They feel like they would play games like that, JRPGs, but yeah, it's not. I don't think they're ever going to make a song like that, but it's still good. A. Davis says you'll laugh a lot watching the Shadow Stone. I'll bet you. I bet you laugh fuck ton. But yeah, as far as Final Fantasy Rebirth goes, it is. If you're a Final Fantasy game or Final Fantasy game, if you're a Final Fantasy fan, or even if you're just a JRPG fan in general, it will make your cock drip with cum. And that's going to be the tagline, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care. I'm kidding. It's awful what I just said, but it's true. It's very, 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 very good game. Very, very good game. It's an awesome game. And I'm enjoying it. I think I'm 23 hours, and it's mega, dude. It's a massive game. I mean, to be fair, it's like 150 something gigabytes. So it is a mega game, but it's so fun, dude. It's so fun. And everything they've done in the game, every little detail they've taken their time on and they've really given their attention to it. And you can tell that there was a lot of heart put into the game, and they delivered a superior project and or product. And it's such a good game. And I can't wait to see what they do with the third one. They took everything that was wrong. And by the way, Final Fantasy VII Remake was damn near a perfect game, but there were like little things about that game that you could obviously, when you were playing it, like, yeah, that's not so strong, or that could be fixed, or that could be tightened up a little bit. And they did, and to be fair, Square Enix, they took all that criticism, not the criticism, but they took all that constructive criticism, as I should say, and they put that to work, and they fixed that stuff in Rebirth. So such a great game, dude. Such a great game. And then I'll go back after I'm done with Rebirth. Like I'm gonna be playing this game for like fucking 3 months because it's so good. I'm gonna play it, beat it, and I'm gonna do it another run through it. But I'll go back to Spider-Man 2 and try after they do March 7th when they come up. They haven't come out with any DLC, but March 7th they're gonna come out with the New Game Plus, which by the way, it fucking pisses me off. And I know people are like, come on, it's not that big of a deal. But dude, New Game Plus should have already been included in the fucking game. Okay, and the game released in October of 2023, and we're not even going to get pretty much a basic feature of a video game in 2024 until March. You know what I'm saying? Like Miles Morales, and I think even the original Spider-Man, it didn't take them this long though. Had a New Game Plus added to it, but I'm just saying it feels like such a shill ass bullshit thing though. You know what I'm saying? Not shill. It just feels like it's like one of those things where it's like, oh, well, we can do whatever, and it's really hard to implement. No, it's not, dude. Come on. Like God of War, the latest, it had a New Game Plus at launch. It just feels like an incomplete game. They knew it was incomplete, and they were like, fuck it, we don't care. And maybe they didn't.
Hi.
Dude, you actually fucking scared me a little bit. I'm not even kidding. Because I was reading, I was like trying to find out where I was. D Mitch had a thing for you. It was up here. Yeah, he has a big dick for you. At 8:57, but after that, we're all caught up.
Nice. I gotta find it. I will find him. I will find you, Himmel. Think you could get 5 yards in real. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck.
You're out of your fucking mind, dude.
No, dude, that's happening. If you put me behind a good offensive line or not, I'm getting 5 fucking yards.
There's no fucking way, dude. You get negative 5 yards.
Dude, I bet I can get 27
like you
yards.
can count it as like, yeah, I got 5 yards. It just is the opposite way.
No, I could get 5 yards in NFL. I'm good at football, dude. I could get 5 yards.
Yeah, you're good at fucking two-hand touch with like fucking like similar out of shape people. You're not good against the fucking professionals.
When they hit me, I would die, but I'd get I'd get like 7 yards first carry. Just boom, boom, boom.
So hard, I would fucking wake up sounding like Darth Vader, and he looked like
you give me a hole, dude. I will plow it.
What? No, dude. Yeah, dude, if you give me a dude, I'll plow him. I know you will. But no, I'm saying like Mike would get hit so hard he'd look like fucking Anakin Skywalker at the end of Revenge of the Sith. He
I
all
would
on
get
fire,
5 fucking yards.
and his fucking legs are gone, and his face. He goes, "I hate you."
I would do it. I would. I wish,
Dude, that would
if
be.
I could do anything in this life, it would be like a whole game. A whole
No,
game.
dude.
I'll bet my house. If you give me a whole game as an NFL running back, I get at least 5 yards.
I would give
That
you
would
maybe
happen.
a chance. I would give you maybe a chance if you were doing if it was pros versus Joes. You remember that show?
Yeah.
And they were like, you got to get past one player to get 5 yards, and you get like $50,000. But if you're going against like someone like Lawrence Taylor or fucking somebody, you're fucked, dude.
One block. So I'll give
No,
me one
it's
good
just
block.
1-on-1. You got to get 5 yards against them.
Yeah, well, that's actually probably harder. Like, but
No, yeah, it's hard. But you're not going to do it even with a full team.
I would do it.
You're going to have to ask one up to pick you up and throw you 5 yards.
I would fucking do it, dude. I'm gonna put up a poll. I'm gonna put up a poll in the audience. Like, you think I get 5? I get 5 fucking yards.
Oh
No,
man,
all
I would
right.
love to see it. I would fucking die to see that shit.
I would, dude,
I would love to watch
to have
you do
that chance. I would give anything to have that chance because I'm telling you it would happen. All right, now to the A24 movies tier list. Hang on, I'm gonna pull up you guys over here so that when we get to the point where
You might be like that fucking guy in the army now when he got hit. He's like, "Daddy, can I go to the ballet practice? Teacher says I'm a natural." Oh man,
I would do it, dude.
You know the only person, they're not a YouTuber. Well, they are now, but they were a Twitch streamer. But now they're a YouTuber. Dr. Disrespect always claimed that he could throw 70 yards, like literally throw 70 yards. They let him go because his favorite team is San Francisco. They let him go on the field. He literally threw a 70-yard bomb. Like he threw fucking 70 yards.
Yeah, well, I couldn't do that. That I couldn't do. I got a fucking shitty.
Well, I mean, I don't know. But here's the thing.
Football,
he threw 70 yards. He threw 70 yards. I don't remember how good the pass looked. It's not like you threw 70 yards. It was dead on accurate.
Well, just doing 70 yards is impressive.
No, it's amazing. I'm not saying it's not like obviously you got an arm, but
yeah, fuck you guys. I'm getting 5 yards easy. Give me 5 carries. I'll get 5
Mike's
yards.
Got that,
5 carries.
Dude, that's fucking Mike on like 3 shots of whiskey, like that He-Man fucking power.
Give me whiskey, I'll get 10.
Dude, your fucking face would be so fucking jangle.
I will fucking get it, dude. I would get that shit.
Dude, you would like after that guy hits you, you'd start trying to suck his dick to say you're sorry because you think you did something so bad.
Actually, I might fumble, I might die, but I'm getting those fucking yards.
I'd rather fucking like I would rather, and I don't even watch that shit. I would rather get behind the wheel of a NASCAR race car, and I don't even know how to drive one of those motherfuckers, and go around the track one time than try to get 5 yards on professional fucking athletes in the NFL.
No, I do it.
You know why I do that in the NASCAR? Because I would just do 5 miles an hour, and I would get around the thing.
That's true. Yeah, but then you get rear-ended, dude. Fucking
no, I would not during a race. I'm not doing it during a race.
Oh yeah, that would be hard. All right, The Witch. That's what everybody was talking about. Where does The Witch belong in the old scale? By the way, if you guys have not played this game with us before, it goes from all-timer to almost touches the sun to pretty rad to fuckable to sucks my butt, Steve. The Witch, man, I'm telling you,
he wants to play with my goat.
Jay and I went and saw this together, and like neither of us enjoyed it. Neither of us appreciate it the way people who appreciates it. I will say it's overrated as fuck. I think that it's a movie where a whole lot of I don't know.
Maybe that would answer Courtney's question.
I'll see The Witch.
I know it had to be past 2014. I know it's past 2014.
It was 2015.
Yeah, so that's an overrated movie for you, Courtney. We picked it.
I would say this, like, not a lot happens. It's got a great atmosphere, but it's a lot of just talking and nothing really happening. And then the last scene is just a bunch of people floating with their naked bits dangling in the air. I would put it at fuckable myself personally.
That's what, I'm at fuckable too. I think it's a great atmospheric movie. It's one of the best atmospheric movies. It sets up the kill, and then someone farts, and then they forget to do the rest of the movie. It's like it's got the scene and the setting and the atmosphere they've built, and dude, it does a great job of that slow burn. And then you're willing to invest in that slow burn, and then nothing happens except for a bunch of naked ladies that are old and saggy down there by the fucking fire, but like, oh, love Satan, woo, and they're all fucking dancing.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, it's all that shit. And it's like, what the fucking pep rally bullshit is this? And then that's the way the movie ends. And then there's something with a goat going on in the barn. I don't know what's happening. It's just, it's like I feel like the movie suffers from, I'm trying to be artsy fartsy too much in this now.
Yeah, I'm with you too. I think it's fuckable at best, and that's where I'm sticking. And the film Twitter will be angry at that, but I don't give a fuck.
I didn't know it was that popular.
Oh, people fucking love that movie, dude.
Oh, real? Oh, it's like Black Phone then. It's like Black Phone. That's an overrated movie. That's the most overrated movie.
That is an overrated movie. That is an
Black,
overrated movie
Black
for
Phone,
sure,
dude. Because everybody talked like that was the second coming or something of horror movies. I'm like, what the fuck?
Do you remember on the 24th of September? Enemy, Jake Gyllenhaal. We watched it. I'm pretty sure you and I reviewed this way back in the day.
No, but that's what I look like when the IRS asked me for my tax returns.
Dude, that's crazy. When I was in the band and I made our cover art for our first fucking demo, it looked like that. It was a dude in a suit, but instead of a blank face, he had a target on his head, and I just thought it looked cool, so I named the album "People Are Targets."
That's actually that's Slenderman Sandwich Shop. When you open, when you open up, tell me when you open. I don't remember this movie.
Okay, so it was by recent Dune 2 director Denis Villeneuve. I finally learned how to say that, by the way. I had to Google it. Jake Gyllenhaal. It's the movie at the very end. Like almost nothing happens. It's very slow burn. But at the end, there's a giant fucking spider hanging off the wall. Oh. You remember that scene?
No.
Fucking scary as shit.
I probably drank a lot because I hate spiders.
All right, well, I will take this one and I will put it in pretty rad because I think even though this is the opposite kind of The Witch, not a lot happens in the movie. It's very slow, very fucked up, very cerebral, but it at least has some sort of payoff, and you have Jake Gyllenhaal to look at throughout the whole movie instead of like a crusty barn. So I will put this one in pretty rad. I got to rewatch it again, but I think it's safe to say it could go there safely.
Yeah,
get in there, you little slut, you fucking butt slut.
You know what I really wish is that Mike and I are in a group message with Cody, my brother. I wish that when he was addressing Mike, he would just say, "Hey, Mike, look," and then it would like only notify Mike's phone instead of like lighting my fucking phone up every 2 seconds.
Why? Because
literally some shit. Guess Denver was desperate to get him out of there. I guess that's a horrible business decision money wise because the Denver Broncos will have to eat $85 million this season after cutting Russell Wilson.
Oh yeah. The Broncos cut Russell Wilson, which is crazy.
That's great. Story. In the world that if I fucking cared, I don't know who the fuck that is.
Did you ever see this movie, dude? It's called The Captive. It's got Ryan Reynolds in it, and it's about he goes to like a pie shop to buy a pie, and he goes in. It's a snowy landscape, and it was right at a weird point in his career, pre-Deadpool, I think. But he goes in to buy pie. I think maybe it was around that time for sure. But he goes in to buy pie and someone steals his little girl. And the whole movie, it's like Prisoners in a way, because the whole movie, it's about him searching to find his daughter. Ryan Reynolds in that role as this character should have been a lot better than it was. The movie just kind of like it's him and Scott Speedman. And it kind of flops around a little bit, but it was still pretty fucking good. So you don't remember this one?
No, I don't. I didn't see it.
I'm sticking it in pretty rad right next to Enemy because while it should have been way better, it was still pretty fucking good. You guys should watch that.
I think I'm gonna definitely like the common theme here is going. I don't know. I ain't seen it.
There's a lot in here that you have seen. I promise. They're not the first few ones, but there's a lot you have seen.
I don't know what it is, dude. Like there's certain A24 films that are memorable, and then is it just me or some of them just fucking forgettable? Like you see them and then you just forget about them.
I could see that with some of them for sure. Like a lot of them are artsy fartsy and they're not like wide releases and shit. So they can easily sneak under the radar.
Like I remember The Witch because everyone made a big deal about it.
Yeah, no, and we saw that like in the theaters.
I did not watch. No, fuck no. I did not watch that bullshit.
This was Pete Davidson, right? Pete Davidson's in this movie, but
one of the most hilarious than ever. Sarcasm.
I'm not a Pete Davidson dude, but Lee Pace was also in this movie. Lee Pace was fucking awesome in this movie. And they go out and it's kind of a fun idea for a movie. It's a bunch of fucking tweakers, a bunch of kids who use a bunch of drugs and shit. And they're having a hurricane party. So there's a huge hurricane and they're going to go inside a house and get fucked up. But then people start dying. I'll say this for the movie. Lee Pace was fucking awesome. It was fun up until the end. And I won't spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it, but the end was fucking stupid. But you also have to give it credit for being original with its ending. But I'll say this, 97% of the characters in this movie were annoying as fuck. The best I can give, Bodies, is a fuckable. And I think that's
the poster itself is annoying as fuck. So I'm not surprised that all the main characters are too.
I like the colors though. The colors are pretty. Boobies. I
actually did think that's what it said. I was like, that's how they get men. They thought it said boobies. And when they got in the theater, like, what the fuck? Where are all the tits?
Great. Speaking of boobies, Spring Breakers. Now I know you did see this one.
I did. This is basically the origin story of Machine Gun Kelly and his rap career. So true. I you know what, dude? I kind of enjoy it's a fucking stupid ass movie. Like I don't think it's like I'd be fine with Sucks My Butt, but I'll probably put it in fuckable. I don't want to ever watch it again, but it wasn't a terrible. I've seen worse.
I 100% agree. This is a fuckable movie. Like James Franco, he's like, like he's done some good shit. Like he has.
Yeah.
You got to, but like in this, it was one of those like, yeah, that's a James Franco movie. But yeah, it was a TNA movie. There's no doubt about that.
That's all it is. Yeah,
A lot of people
look at the cover.
Yeah. So for that, it wasn't that bad, and it had some entertaining moments in it. And man, they did a good job marketing it. But yeah, it's fuckable at best. Ashley Benson,
like instead of a gun, that motherfucker should have like a Hennessy in his hand.
That's right. His back
that
pocket
makes more sense.
All right, I gotta find one. I'm gonna scroll through here to make sure. I know you watch this. How about Pearl? Mia Goth and Pearl.
Like, you know, to be fair, I think the movie's really good. I thought it was solid. I enjoyed it. She was very good in it. I put it pretty rad though. I don't put it any higher than pretty rad. I just don't. I don't think it was anything special, to be fair. I watched it. It's all right. She's a freaky weird girl. It's shot well, but I mean, there's nothing. When I was watching, I was like, there's nothing here that's like not been really explored before. I don't know. It just didn't really. You know, like when you said you're reading something really fascinating on your phone while you're pooping, it's like really entertaining while you're pooping, and then when you get off the toilet, you're like, I'm done with that.
All right, so we will have our first vote on this one because I would definitely easily put this one for me and Almost Touches the Sun.
That's because Mike wants to marry Mia Goth.
I don't. I'm actually not like. I don't find Mia Goth as attractive as most do. Like there's nothing wrong with her at all. Like she's not attractive, but like something about the eyebrows. Like I can't do no eyebrows, dude. I can't do it.
She looks like yeah. She's a cute chick. But I mean, it's like she looks like anybody that would work at like fucking 7-Eleven. And there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. I'm just saying, like, she's
7-Eleven's a fine job.
No, I'm not dog shitting on the job. I'm just saying she looks like an average girl.
I know. No, I'm with. She actually does. Like, there are 7-Eleven qualities, and I don't know what I mean by that. But
I have a 7-Eleven personality. I'm not. I mean, if I weren't doing this, I'd probably be hanging out in front of it.
So I'm putting this to a vote. Mine is Almost Touches the Sun though, because I think her performance in that was very Shining-ish, and I think that scene when they go outside and she's running down the hill after him with the axe fucked me up. And then the end, she's just standing there like,
yeah. When I laughed. The reason why I laughed
fucked me up. That was
she was running out with the accent because there was no music. You could just hear her feet going.
It scared me.
I don't know why. I know it reminded me of you when you were running down the street. I don't know why. Like when we were kids, we threw rocks in the middle of the road. I don't know, we were bastards, but Mike went up the road past that we were supposed to go, and me and Cody like left his ass after we threw the rocks, and we went back to our house, and we could hear Mike's wearing flip flops. You could hear him going down the road going. And it was like in the dead of night, and that's all you heard was his fucking flip-flops hitting the pavement as fast as they could go.
We were fucking running from danger, and like all I hear is these fuckers ahead of me laughing. I'm like, why are you guys fucking laughing? And my flip-flops are
That's what that scene made me laugh though. Like I listened to her feet as she was running down the thing. I don't know. That's why it made me funny.
I thought it was a great, almost American Psycho-ish. Like if it was in a different time type of movie, I thought it was a really good slow exploration of like the psychology of a fucking slasher. Because like I think we've all met people who are real fucked up, and you're like, that person is so fucked. They could probably be a murderer. And this was like the movie took that idea and made it happen. Like your ex-wife, if she was a murderer, it'd be Pearl. Like it would be like that would be the thing.
Yeah, so thank God I escaped that. Only thing happened was like my fucking sanity and my happiness went down.
It's fine. You live though. You survived. So we'll let you guys vote on that.
What kind of life is this?
How do you feel about the Val documentary?
All-timer.
Oh, get out of here with that
all
shit.
Fucking timer, dude. I fucking love this movie. Yeah, I do. All-timer, dude. 100%.
It was a good documentary.
I think it was an amazing documentary. There was things about this movie. When I saw Val, I didn't even know he went to the state of Arizona, and he was out there while he was sick and shit, and he was like signing autographs for people for Tombstone, and like sat along and watched it with the audience. I think it was great, dude. I loved it. I thought it was shot well. I was very invested with it, and I always was kind of like even kill about Val Kilmer until I saw I loved him as Iceman in Top Gun, and then I really kind of forgot about him, and then I saw him as the blind guy. I can't remember that movie where he was blind, and he can. There's an experimental surgery, and he can see for a little bit, and then he goes back to being blind.
I Am Sam.
No, that's
that's
I'm Sam. You're my daughter, Sam. I'm Sean Penn, Sam. No, not that one. But anyway, but really, what I fell in love with Val Kilmer after, obviously, Tombstone. But yeah, dude, I think this documentary was put together like a mother. It was great. It was so well done. It was so here's the thing about documentaries: they can be very fucking boring, and they can lose you halfway through the movie or through the documentary. I never got like bored. I always was invested. I always wanted to know how he overcame that, or what happened to him there, or what happened to this person. That I think it was great.
I didn't think it reached its potential. Like I thought it was good. Like I would probably put it at pretty rad. But for you, I will stick it in all timer since we already have a vote going anyway. So we'll stick her right the fuck in there.
Val deserves to be an
all right.
Would Val Kilmer be an all-time actor? Yes.
Yes, that is true. He would be an all-time actor. I'll give you that one. How about Green Room? This was a fucking awesome movie.
Is this the one with the
Anton Yelchin?
Yeah,
and Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart. Yeah, I can only remember bits and pieces of it though. I remember liking it. It felt like, here's the thing I remember in this movie. It felt claustrophobic because no, in a good way. Like it sucks you in the movie because when he goes in the back of the green room or whatever, which is in the movie, and he can't get out, and they're fucking, that shit kind of scared me a little bit. Like it made me claustrophobic. Like when I was like, how are you gonna get out of this? Because these are fucking Nazis and these are like skinheads. It's you're in a bad situation, and you're low on gas, and she needs a jacket. What the fuck are we gonna do? Kind of situation. And I remember it was shot well. It was shot in a weird it was like it was grindhouse. It felt grindhouse.
It was grimy. You felt the location in this movie.
So I'd be fine between either Pretty Rad or Almost Touches the Sun, to be fair, because it was like it was a unique fucking movie. I've never seen anything like it.
I'm right there with you. I'll go ahead and say Almost Touches the Sun, just out of respect for
Anton.
Anton Yelchin was so good in this movie. Obviously cut short with what a great acting career he would have had. But like, dude, it was a really good punk rock band movie. Like that was really cool. I love how the first part of the movie was really about that. And they weren't just like hey, we're struggling to make it. Like they were a fucking punk band. Like they were fucking huffing gas, not huffing gas, but they were siphoning gas to get to their next show. And all that whole like lore and the buildup of that was so cool. And it was a movie in itself. And then Patrick Stewart as this crazy Nazi fucking bad guy, like the balls on Patrick Stewart to go play that role in a little indie movie was so cool. And then I do think it got a little slowed down by the end of it, but because of the performances, because of how gnarly it was and what a cool idea for a movie it was. Yeah, I'm going almost.
It almost made me feel like it could have been something like Phone Booth if they had kept it more like if they paced it a little bit better.
Yeah, if it was more like 2000s thriller, like they could have done that with it for sure.
Like your head's gonna get split open. Like I mean, I feel like Phone Booth is like, to me, Phone Booth that might be Joel Schumacher's. I know people like, you know what, next to Lost Boys is probably his best movie he's ever made. I swear to God.
I'd have to look at his thing, but I do love Phone Booth. Like I fucking love Phone Booth. I love the respect for Phone Booth for sure. And then okay, on our vote for Pearl, you guys say Pearl is Almost Touches the Sun. 28% said all timer, 36% said Almost Touches the Sun, 29% say Pretty Rad, and 7% say fuckable. So Pearl goes into Almost Touches the Sun category.
Bunch of fucking peanut butter toe lickers out there.
Peanut butter jelly time.
God damn.
All right, Black Coat's Daughter.
I'll be fair. I cannot remember much about this movie. I know that you know what happened? You know why I don't remember much about this movie? Is because we were constantly, back in the day, harassed to review this movie. Constantly.
Well, by a certain person.
Well, yeah, I can't say that name.
I can't remember.
But, yeah, I can remember them. I mean, it's like staring, like, you say Bloody Mary 3 times, they might come back. So you want to be careful. So, but I mean, I think what happened was
that person. Yeah.
I think what happened was I felt like there was such an entitlement about the shit that when I watched it, I was like, I don't fucking care. I'll fucking hate the movie just because I fucking hate it. To fuck you.
That's fair.
But I remember not hating it, but I remember watching it and be like, I really don't give a shit. I got to go back and we got to do a commentary on this again, where I can actually be like, now that that's far removed from my psyche and it's not like perpetually burning in my brain when I'm watching. But I remember liking it. I know it was weird, but I don't remember like what happened.
So I will say this, like, and I'm going to put this one to a vote. Like I am, even though my Jay barely remembers it, my personal, I would personally put it in Almost Touches the Sun without question, because I watched this movie on a fucking whim. And like, I did not think it was going to be anything. And then I watched it and it legitimately fucked me up. And movies don't scare me. Like I have a really hard time getting scared at movies. I've always admired Jay and how scared he can get at shit. This got inside me the first time I watched it. And I watched it 2 or 3 times since and it didn't really have the same effect. But that first time, dude, I was literally in the couch like, oh, fuck, no. Like had an Exorcist-ish edge to it.
Yeah, I know. I remember it being like there was something about that was creepy, but I just don't remember what it was. I don't know.
Yeah, so I'll put this one to a vote though, because I want to let you guys decide, because I know like a lot of people don't love this as much as I do. So I will let you guys decide. Let's see here. The Black Coat's daughter is high again.
Go to one that I haven't seen for sure. It's Tom Hardy's Lock. I've not seen that.
You saw that? We reviewed that in like 2002 or some shit.
I don't remember that at all.
We did. You got to pee? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I really got. Well, I've drank like 6 bottles of water today.
Yeah, go ahead. I got you.
It's also. I by the way, I didn't stop taking Men's one a day.
You didn't stop, so maybe it's helping your urethra chronicles a little bit.
Well, no, because I don't. My body didn't even know what water was when I put it in there today. It was like, what is this?
That's fair. That's fair.
What is this? All right, I'll be back.
Enjoy your pee times. So I put that to a vote for you guys to decide on. In the meantime, I will get to a couple that I know Jay has not seen, such as A Most Violent Year. This movie, fucking Oscar Isaac, dude, he's one of those actors to me that he is such a good fucking actor, but he's always at the wrong place in the wrong time. Like whether he's in a Star Wars movie and they just don't let him act and like they don't do his character justice, or he's in a tiny movie where he's fucking badass and nobody watches it. I feel like Oscar Isaac is going to be like one of those Pacino type characters, maybe at the end of the zeitgeist of fucking his career, but like zeitgeist, how do you say that word? But like A Most Violent Year is exactly the thing I'm talking about. This could have been a Michael Corleone type of performance. It could have been fucking right up there with the best, but the movie is so slow and almost nothing fucking happens that his performance was sort of fucking wasted in it. But still, yet the movie was really good. It just didn't have enough fucking things that actually, there weren't enough dynamics in it. So I will put A Most Violent Year in pretty rad personally, because it's slow, but goddamn, if you're a mob fan, if you love movies like that and you can handle like not a lot of actual things happening, but having the fucking vibe and the acting performances, it does it for you for sure. I'm gonna put Under the Skin to a vote because I could have barely made it through that fucking movie, but I know people love it, so it's unfair for me to judge it. So we will put that to a vote eventually. Jay doesn't remember Locke. I remember Locke. It was Tom Hardy in a car for an hour and a fucking half on a phone. And the fact that they made that movie entertaining is something in itself, especially with Tom Hardy and his accent or whatever. But like, I love the movie because it's like that movie Tape with Ethan Hawke, if anybody's ever seen that, or it's like Buried with Ryan Reynolds. It's one of those movies it's a great idea and you need a great actor, and they put him in a car and they let him carry the whole movie, and the story just unfolds through the phone. Like his business shit's falling apart. He's got this shit going on with this pregnant lady that's falling apart. I can't remember it specifically, but I remember being sort of bored, but sort of intrigued with the idea that they're making a whole movie based on this. And by the end, it ratcheted up the tension enough to be pretty fucking good. I would call it, I'd call it pretty rad. I think Locke is a pretty rad movie to me. It was between fuckable and pretty rad. I love those kind of movies, and they're so genius and they're so fucking smart and hard to make that while I wasn't that entertained or like affected by it, I still thought I was impressed with it. So I put it in fuckable. Maybe it was that fucking, it's like a psychological thing there. But if you're a Tom Hardy fan, it's definitely something you definitely want to watch for sure. I know Jay hasn't seen this one, so I'll talk about it right now. First Reformed. Holy balls. Talk about a movie that, and this is like the A24 special right here. Like, you know, Wolverine, Cyclops, fucking like whatever they call that special thing. I forgot what they called it, but this is an A24 special. Great acting, great cinematography, amazing slow burn. You're fascinated with the story. What the fuck is going to happen? Oh my God, this is leading somewhere great. And then the movie just does some weird fucking shit. Everybody goes nuts and it ends. And you're like, I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I liked it. First Reformed is that movie. He's a priest, but he's an alcoholic priest. The movie starts out with him having a little Pepto-Bismol with his fucking whiskey. By the end of the movie, he's literally drowning his whiskey in Pepto-Bismol because his stomach's so fucked up and he's such a bad alcoholic. But there's also all this crazy stuff going around. And the movie has something to say, but you just might not know what the fuck it is. And it's also heavy and important, and it's so well done, but really just never found its like entertainment purpose in a way. I'll call First Reform pretty rad. Because
is that the O.J. Simpson documentary?
Yeah, actually it was. It was about his first case. But no, dude, you'd like this movie actually, like because of Ethan Hawke.
Oh yeah,
He's just an alcoholic priest, and a bunch of really fucked up stuff starts to happen, and it
Through a
just
darkly
doesn't
mirror, I look at myself.
it just doesn't ever go the place it's promising you it'll go. But
Is there any like demonic shit or whatever?
No, it's not like that.
Oh,
It's more of a drama than anything else, but it's still really
you know what?
good.
One of my most favorite like recent shit where like involving like the the priest or the church or whatever was that one with Russell Crowe. It was stupid, but I fucking had fun, dude. The exorcism shit. That was fun.
The Pope's Exorcist.
That was cool, dude. I like that
dude.
shit. It reminded me of like, well, no, it reminded me of Van Helsing.
Yeah, I can see that. He's like,
It's
you're
just
gonna
stupid.
possess the pig. Come on, possess the pig.
I like that shit, dude.
Possess the pig. The last vote that we had going on was in the case of the Black Coat's daughter. Hey yo, hi yo, fuck, the numbers are going crazy. I'm gonna stop it right here. You guys say, and I'm fucking shocked as shit, and I'm honestly like touched because people actually feel the same way I do about something. Black Coat's daughter almost touches the sun, 31%.
Do they agree with you on Pearl too? You stupid bitch! Stop acting like that.
That you were just wrong about that one though. So that one didn't really like.
No, it was actually I got 29% of the vote.
That sounds like
my shit was like Ross Perot, bitch. I made a dent.
Yeah. So Black Coat's daughter, that's fucking awesome. Almost touches the sun's where it goes. I'm glad I'm not alone in that. Okay. All right. So Jay, The Lighthouse. Where do you rank this?
All right, dude. Listen,
if I had a steak, I'd fuck.
You got like this movie is fucking weird, but all in the right ways. I mean, and you have Willem Dafoe at like the max level of the mix of great acting and like just unhinged Nick Nolte type behavior in this. And then Robert Pattinson's good too. And then there's freaky fucking moments, and like that mermaid scene freaked me out. I don't know what that was. It was weird.
Oh
shit,
god, I fucking love mermaids.
Weird. Yeah. And that that room that they were like sharing smelled like fucking feet and like goddamn Cheetos and like fucking dick sweat.
Oh, you don't like me cooking?
Yeah. I put this movie. You know what? This movie feels like something like it. If you were really depressed and you hadn't been out of your house in a long time, I would recommend you not watch this movie because I feel like this is a visualization of what it's like to go fucking crazy. Actually to go crazy. Like it's like you dive inside of the mind of a crazy person that winds up like taking a shit in the middle of Walgreens or something. Like I put this at almost touches the sun just because it freaked me out.
I'm with you. I'll put it there too. Like I still think it's overrated. Like I think people that when
it's not as good. Yeah, it's not an all-timer or anything.
But what's weird is like people love this movie, dude, for completely opposite reasons of why you and I like it. Like Jay and I like this movie because it's fucking funny. Like it's fucking hilarious.
You can't help but laugh at some of the weirdness in it.
Yeah, dude. And those two are so good in the movie. Like they have you fucking laugh your ass off the entire time. And it's just sometimes that's just me and Jay when we're trying to figure out how to make the 3000th Michael Myers Dr. Lewis video funny.
Literally,
it's just us sitting in a room.
It's the same fucking thing, dude. It's the same thing. Like
you don't like me cooking, do you?
In Mike's garage, we're sitting there and we'll like go around and say the same shit twice in a different way, but we just said what we just said, and then we'll look like, huh?
It's almost such a sun. I'm totally with you, dude. I enjoyed it.
There was something, man. You watch that, like you could. I feel like that movie it perfectly encapsulate why Willem Dafoe would have been a great Joker.
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying Jack Nicholson was wrong. I'm not saying
he was in there with fake Batman too.
So yeah, well, Nicholson, shut your goddamn fucking squeaky ass, dirty ass fucking mouth. No, you know what? I will say, like, obviously Jack Nicholson is god tier. You're not gonna go watch The Shining with Jack Torrance and not pick Jack Nicholson as your Joker. But fair. Willem Dafoe, like, he's got the smile, he's got the look. You guys have seen the images on Google where someone like superimposed like Joker makeup on him. And he was like doing his crazy Green Goblin smile. Oh yeah, dead on, dude.
He would fucking, dude. He'd be amazing. Did you ever see this Under the Skin with Scarlett Johansson?
I did not. No,
I watched 20 minutes of it and fell the fuck asleep. Like I ate 7 gummies. I could never do it. So I'm not gonna do the movie unfair. I'm gonna put it to a vote for you guys. And
The Skin I Live In is what I'm thinking of.
Oh yeah, that movie rocks.
That movie's amazing.
That was a great movie. What was the name of this movie? God damn it.
Under the Skin.
Under the sea. Downwards wetter. Everything's better under the sea.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great song.
So I'm gonna give you guys all options. Will you give me a cougar bite and a koozie? Thanks. Bye, bye.
Oh my God, I've got a boner.
All timer, almost the touches the sun. Pretty rad. Effable. It won't let me do another one. So, but I don't think it's going to be a lot of Esma about C. But yeah, so where do you guys rank this? You guys are the ones who will decide Under the Skin's fate in our Polioli. I don't know why I said that. I apologize. We saw this one together in the theater. It comes at night, which is basically the time of day most of us come if you're in a relationship. If you're single, you probably come a lot more during
Dude,
the day.
I swear to Christ, I'm on Mom. I cannot remember these movies.
I thought you were going to say I haven't came at night in a long time. It comes at
Yeah,
night.
it's usually daytime with the shades drawn.
It was Joel Edgerton. Remember, they're in the cabin and they're all afraid of like them letting shit in, and like the movie's super slow and it's dark, and they're like, "Don't go outside! I swear to fucking God!" And then like there's a bunch of shit going on. It was a post-apocalyptic, dark ass fucking. It's been a while.
Like it tickles the ivories of the memory, but I can't place it.
Okay,
I'm doing bad at this game. I fucking suck.
I will stick it in pretty rad. That's where I'll stick it because
I really feel like I'm just here and I'm like, yeah, that's cool. That's cool, man. Like, I like how you got the graphs together.
There's a lot in here that you have seen. Hey, I said koozie, Kate. What the fuck? You know what? Hang on, I got to beat my wife real quick.
Good, just do that and make sure we all hear it.
You didn't get the koozie, and now you're gonna get the.
Wear your MAGA hat, you dumbass.
Please don't hurt me.
They do it. Come at me. See.
Oh my God, guys. Oh, you know what? Austin says too busy watching Major Payne and Happy Gilmore for the 1000th. I mean, you can't go wrong with either one of those. They're fucking great. Yeah, I love them both. Is that a jab at me? Because I like them. What's up, Suze Jeremiah? Or is it Sus Jeremiah? By the way, Mike, I was going to say, because you weren't wearing your MAGA hat when you slapped your wife, it was pretty good on the form, but you're going to have to settle for the bronze.
Yeah, I'm going to have to clean the blood off these
Rough
hands.
on the landing.
Yeah, sure. It won't happen again. I'll tell you that much.
By the way, it comes at night. I think it's also R. Kelly's slogan.
It comes out of the pee-pee hole at night.
Shut your mouth. Okay. You guys think about it. Okay, think it through.
Right. I'm gonna stick it in pretty rad. I think I only saw it once, but it was a good fucking movie, and it had me on the edge of my seat, and it was scary, and it was sort of boring, so I never watched it again. But it was really good. I remember that. We're gonna put it pretty rad. Jake, you need to take some memory pills.
It's not memory pills, dude. I told you before. I was like, these movies, like, you watch them once and then you forget them. Like, they don't stay in my brain. Yeah, that'll do it. Because I just
saw the whale, didn't you?
If I shaved my fucking beard, that's what I look like.
That's what I look like right now.
I swear to Christ, dude. But I would put that's why I was like, I remember this one, because it's like, oh my God, if you ever shave that fucking face, dude. Like, that's what's going to be staring at you when you get out of the shower. But it's an all-timer, dude. It's an all-timer. This movie was great. It's not just the fact that Brendan Fraser deserved this comeback. He deserved all the recognition and the award that he got, the ceremony that he got after doing this movie. But it's also the movie is actually very, very good, and I think it does it showcases Brendan Fraser as not just a one-note actor. He actually got to do a role in which he's able to showcase all of his abilities as an actor, and I think he does an amazing job. It's a sad movie. 100% a sad movie. Everything about it's sad, but there's a little bit of I mean, at the end of the movie, he kind of gets his life together, right? Like, I mean, and he goes out his own way. I liked it. I'm not going to spoil the movie for all that.
He dies.
See, there you go. That's how you do it. That's how you do it in America.
Oh.
You say, "Fuck you, bitch! You're in the foxhole. We're gonna die. I don't care. I'm going to yell at the enemy to come get us because I don't want to be here."
It's just like my sister told me when she pretended to kill herself in the kitchen and by rubbing peanut butter and jelly on her chest and ketchup and stabbing herself. And my mom came home and I cried and she was like, "No," and she tried to get me not to cry. So she's like, "Did you know?" Because she knew how much I love My Girl. She was like, "Did you know that the kid didn't die at the end of My Girl 2? He actually lived, and they're making a My Girl 2." I'm like, "Really? You wouldn't fucking lie, would you?" It was a fucking lie. That was a lie too. So yeah,
your sister is a great Christian. Because she was trying to teach you to be tough, not a little girl. Take off your dress. But no, I put The Well as an all timer, dude. Like I love these kinds of movies anyway. They kind of remind me of like The Man Without a Face or movies like I Am Sam and shit. Like I like those kind of movies, dude. I like there's something very human about them. like you're rejected by society because of what you are or because of what you look like, and then you overcome those odds and you're better for it at the end. And I mean, to be fair, and Brendan Fraser, like, yeah, he's a fat piece of shit. No, he's not a piece of shit. He's just a fat guy that got really depressed, and it happens to more Americans and more people in the world than you know. And his daughter treats him like, well, his daughter treats him like shit, like, you know, and uses him, and he's just trying to repair his relationship. I don't know, dude. It's a good movie. It's a great movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you. I'm not gonna disagree with you there. Made my wife ugly cry, which is something I always enjoy.
That's like that. By the way, this picture of Brendan Fraser looking into the distance. This is what happens when you go to the doctor and they say you're obese, and you're looking at your doctor's like, I don't think that's true. What do you mean?
Check the numbers again, pal.
Like, based on all the evidence and your weight, and also the, you know, when I literally grabbed the skin under your arm and pulled it down, it was like stretching a fucking bungee cord.
I didn't even weigh you. I just pulled your skin.
Yeah, I was like, I can look at you. There's no need.
Fuck you,
like, I only have one scale. I can't break it.
Hey, give your opinion on this, even though I know we're not going to agree on it. Tusk, while I change my battery.
I don't remember if I know I remember the movie. I don't think I liked it that much. But I can't be wrong. All right, I could be wrong. I think it was okay. I feel like there was a lot of things about the movie that I personally didn't think that was anything. You know, people were like hyping this movie up to be something that it really wasn't, and I watched it, and I love Justin Long. I think Justin Long is an underrated actor, and Kevin Smith did a good job on the script. I just feel like it was middle of the road. I feel like it was a good horror movie, but it reminded me, like, for whatever reason, this movie, not as gross, but it was still in the stupid realm of something like The Human Centipede, but it was getting all the accolades for some fucking reason. But it's the same kind of weird, fucked up, gross shit, but it was getting all the accolades versus like The Human Centipede, where people are like, oh, that's fucking nasty. That's gross. But I feel like they could have been in the same double feature at a drive-through or a drive-in.
Tusk is no doubt almost touches the sun, and I will not hear anything below it. Oh, well, I'm surprised you put it that high, actually, because I thought you hated this movie more than I thought that you hated it.
I didn't know. I said I think. Well, when I first reviewed it, I was very like, I had a bad sexual experience the night before, so I was really mad about things.
It does
but
happen.
Also on top of that, I didn't like it because I feel like people, like, you know, like, it happens all the time. People were praising this thing and talking it up, and I was like, what the fuck ever, dude? Like,
that was just me. Like, I was the only one talking it up. Everybody hated
this
fucking
movie. I read
shit
shit about it. Like, it was like, oh, it's Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith's the most underrated movie for sure. His most underrated movie is Dogma. Let's get off our fucking.
No, that's facts. You do speak facts when you say
that.
I'm
saying, but I mean, it was a good, decent film, and it did explore the psychotic guy that does what he does to Justin Long. But, like, again, it's funny. People praise it, and then they dog shit on what's his name, something Six, the director of The Human Centipede, because they're like, that's so fucking nasty, that's so gross. Well, I'm like, he does the same weird shit.
So the reason I fucking adore Tusk and love it, and by the way, I catch a lot of heat for my love of this movie. Like, most people I know don't fucking enjoy this movie at all, but like, I fucking love this movie, dude, because the first half of the movie, it's a comedy, which is so fucking rare. Justin Long is so fucking funny in the Not See podcast. The way that they set the entire thing up, it's not just Justin Long's fucking amazing in the movie. It's hilarious in the beginning. Michael Parks, dude, fucking one of the scariest fucking bad guys ever to me. Like, in that movie, so fucking good. The end of it does get stupid when they introduce Johnny Depp and he's like doing that weird shit. That is like one of the biggest faults about it. And the ending is super mean. I would put it almost touch the sun. I will put it to a vote though. But in our last vote, and even his phone ringtone being ooh ah ooh ah ooh ah ooh ah from Al Pacino. There's so many things about the characters that I love. Under the Skin, you guys say it is pretty rad. 33%, 31% said fuckable, but pretty rad wins the day for Under the Skin. Under the Skin. Hang on, I gotta find it again. Shut up, Jay.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
Shut the fuck up, Jay.
I thought you did Locke already. With Tom Hardy.
I did do Locke already. That's why it's on the list.
No, it's not. It's not even there. You didn't.
It's right there. It's right there. Right there.
Hey, you know that there's a My Girl sequel, don't you? You fucking slappy fuck.
Why would you do that to me?
You fucking naive shit.
What? There is a My Girl sequel, by the way. He just didn't live.
Yeah, I know. My Girl 2 sucks. It was terrible. Have you seen that? It's a terrible movie.
No, I didn't see it. I didn't. But my
She
girl
makes
does
that
rock.
one long-haired kid. I think it's the kid from Last Action Hero, or he looks like him.
That would make sense, actually. Yeah, it's such bullshit. That was a lie.
What didn't have any, I don't know why they needed a sequel to it anyway. It's like, why'd you need a sequel to it? Unless that fucking kid's coming back like a fucking Pet Cemetery zombie.
Honestly, dude, like they should have let the kid at the end of My Girl live. Like he shouldn't have fucking died. Like, come on.
The whole point of the movie was dealing with death.
Shut up! He should have lived.
It's like, yeah, Rocky should have won the first one.
So what? Yeah, he should have.
He should have actually won. I agree.
Those are fucking
but
facts.
He came back
pal.
and won in the second one.
I did put that to a vote for you guys. All right. All right, here we go. I know you've seen this one, you motherfucker. You Iron Claw.
Almost Touched the Sun. I don't want to talk about it. Almost Touched the Sun.
I'm looking. All right, so like,
you better shut your fucking goddamn mouth right now. You fucking goddamn ECW loving Raven.
You don't even know what I'm gonna say.
Quote the Raven. No, nevermore.
You don't even know what I'm gonna say. You dirty little bitch.
The Outsiders.
I'm thinking maybe all timer. How about that?
I'll go with that. I'll do that.
How about that, you fucking bitch?
I feel bad now.
I think, dude, yeah, I think it's so fucking unheralded. Like, first off, well, I don't want to say. I'm not.
The Von Erich story is insane.
Yeah, no. This will always hold a special memory for me, like the movie will.
Oh yeah, the end.
Yeah, no, just not just that, but it was. I'm not going to get into it, but like, yeah, like I love the experience of seeing this movie. It was Christmas Day, going to see a movie with family members, really fucking cool. But like, it was just a cool thing. And then like but the thing is like I expected to be sadder, like going through, but things happen in such a matter of fact stance. Like you think it's going to be brutal all the way through it, and it is, but not the way you expect. But again, that last line, and I won't spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it, but the last, when he's sitting there, and you know, everybody who's seen it knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
When he's like, when the kid comes up and says that line to him, I'm not going to say it, but when he's sitting there crying and the kid says what the kid says to him, fucking broke me, dude. I was holding it in tight because I was with family, and I was trying to be manly and not cry, you know. But like that line did it, and my daughter was like staring directly at me, and I was like, ugh. It fucking got me, dude, so bad.
It's a great movie. Zac Efron is amazing as Kerry Von Erich. I think it's Kerry, right? I think that's who he's playing. And they do a very good job of telling the Von Erich story, and the actual real story of the Von Erichs is so tragic and over the top. It's almost unbelievable that it actually happened, but it did. And they do a good job, and they do it with a lot of grace and a lot of humility making the film, which I did enjoy. They didn't like try to go over the top and make it more. They didn't try to exaggerate bullshit and make it dumb or whatever. Of course, they took some liberties with certain things for sure. I mean, it's a movie. That's what they do. But I feel like also the movie, while it did have a tragic story, it did have some hope at the end, and it was charming. The movie, a lot of people don't know how charming the fucking movie was. Like, you don't see movies like this very often. I think the last time I saw a movie like this, where it was in the ring, it was very like it was dark and it was gritty, obviously, and there was a serious story in it, but it was so fucking charming. Was Warrior, and then that movie came out of fucking nowhere, and and for me, Warrior is one of the best fighting movies of all time. Like, it's in my top 10 of all time. So the Iron Claw, as far as wrestling films go, it like there's not many really. Let's be fair. Like, I'm still waiting on the Hulk Hogan story, because I think that could be great if they ever get around to fucking making it with Hemsworth. But
I'm on that too.
Yeah, so it's all timer. I didn't want to like fight about it. No, but I want an all timer.
Let's put it in all timer, because it's like you hear about how sad it is, so you go watch it and you sit there expecting, like, you know, and then maybe it's not as sad as you thought it was going to be because of all the hype. But once it sits on you for a couple months and you look back on it, you go, "Fuck, that was a great movie." You know, once the hype wafts over you a little bit, I think it's an all timer any day. The fucking
you know, it's weird. Sunday. It affects certain people in certain ways.
True.
I thought that my brother was going to really love it, and he was like, "It was all right." So I was like, I didn't get how he thought it was just like in the middle. But I mean, some people were just like, "Yeah, I mean, it was a cool movie. I watched it. It wasn't bad or anything." But dude, there's certain themes in that movie that really just, I guess if you've been through certain things, or if you know about, like, I don't know, like it hits you in a different way.
grief, like the grief of it, and not just the grief of it, but competition, like with like the whole
Yeah.
all that
And dude,
shit. Like,
and it's so cool to see Zac Efron like doing roles like this shit, dude. Because I mean,
Yeah.
like he really is a great actor. Like to be fair, he's an awesome.
add
actor.
him to the Matthew McConaughey's. There's somebody else I'm forgetting. People who you never thought would be great actors who like totally circumcised.
Robert Pattinson's one of them.
Robert Pattinson, yeah. Matthew McConaughey, Robert Pattinson. I guess you could, in a way, you could say Mark Wahlberg because he's better than people thought he was going to be.
Yeah, but he's gotten better, but he's still one note.
Sure, but like actors that like. Hey, by the way, comment those down below. Like, what are some actors you thought were total?
That's a good tier list. That's a good list. We could do that list.
Yeah, like total. You thought they were going to be total Strysands, but they ended up actually.
Look at really even later in their career, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Look at Maggie.
Well, no, I don't mean that. I mean like Disney actors who like turned
out
I know
to be
you
like
mean,
but
legit.
Okay, I know what you mean. It's like somebody you like they're a pretty face. They'll never. They're literally cast for one reason.
Channing Tatum, Patrick Wilson.
Channing Tatum. That's a good one. Patrick Wilson. Yep, that's a good one.
Yeah. Good job,
yeah, it's a great movie.
Okay, I'm gonna pee. It's my time to pee now. And as far as the super chit chat, fucking Burt Bacharach, Dick Dongs, sucking Kong. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Where were we at? I'm trying to find where we were at. Hang on.
I don't know.
Yeah. I'm just gonna do this until I find it.
Gabriel Lucas is Zendaya.
No.
I don't know, dude. Is she great? I don't know. I haven't really. I mean, I don't know. Samara Weaving, though. I will say Samara Weaving's a great actress. Margot Robbie turned out to be a great actress.
Yeah, but now you're just naming actresses who are just great actresses.
No, Margot Robbie was hot.
Did anybody think Margot Robbie wasn't going to be great?
I mean, you looked at her and you're like, she was in Wolf of Wall Street and she was like doing a role. It's like, you want that, daddy? You didn't know if it was really going to turn out to be like, she was going to be like fucking like a badass.
We're at Ryan at 9:01 p.m., by the way.
Okay.
I will return from my slumber. Hey, it's your face. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes. No. Yes. No. Fuck you. Go. Go.
See, that's how I take pictures. I don't like taking pictures. Did you say Ryan? Who the fuck was it? Okay, it was. Oh no, I got Ryan. He don't even know what I'm talking about. Ryan. Okay. DJ Grimm, holy fucking shit, dude. Thank you, man. Holy God. You guys are so fucking awesome. Thank you, dude. Love the thumbnail. It's sexy like you find, gentlemen. I've been aware of A24. I've seen Midsommar, but there's a lot of movies that pass me right by. I mean, me too. But after finally watching X and Pearl, in the words of DiCaprio from Django Unchained, A24 had my curiosity, but now they got my attention. Yeah, I thought Pearl and X were decent films. I'm glad that you like them. When I watched them, I was like, yeah, I can see what the appeal was for X. And then when I watched Pearl, I understood why they made a prequel to it, because obviously X did very well. And it did those films are definitely, they will draw you in because you do want to know what happens next. But I didn't really think they were breaking ground anywhere, and they didn't do anything like super fantastical, in my opinion. But it was well acted, it was well shot. The supporting cast was great, and I like those kind of movies. I like those kind of movies that have like a very indie feel to them, and I guess they were in some way. But yeah, they were great, dude. I think A24 caught my attention. Well, I think they like The Witch, and I ranked it, and it's not my all-time favorite, but there's something about that movie, the way it's shot and the way that they build that suspense up. I was like, this is really good. I mean, I didn't like the ultimate payoff about it, but it caught my attention, and they did. And then I've just been waiting for them to do something more. But thank you, DJ, man. Very generous of you. Thank you, dude. Thank you so much. Lee the Machine Bowers, thank you, dude. Says, Loomis, how do you know I'm a stripper? Have you been to my job? LOL, just kidding. No, I have. Okay. Sometimes I get bored. I have a whiskey sour, and I drink too many of them. And I might have wound up in your goddamn strip joint, Lee. Don't worry about it. I didn't get a lap dance. I left quickly when I saw too much dong and I smelled sausage. I was like, how did I get here? And then I realized Dr. Chalice was driving. That's why. Thank you, Lee. Christopher Sampson, dude, thank you so much. Says, hey, Mike and Jay, we don't need to be beat over the head with wokens. I thought I said wokeness. I thought you said wokens. That's a great. If you said wokens, in 1979 and 1986, Sigourney Weaver was an absolute badass for show. Hell, in Aliens, she saved a child and the Marines at the same time. There are so many examples. Yeah, dude. It's not 100% Ripley, Ellen Ripley from the Aliens, Alien 1. She toward the end, she's the only one that survives the Nostromos, and fucking takes on the alien and beats that motherfucker. She drifts off in space for like 70 plus years. She gets rescued. You're absolutely right. She goes down to the planet that she didn't want to go back to. She saves the Marines and the little girl Newt, just to get fucked over by the company in Alien 3. And even then, she saves the prison people. And I hate it. I didn't hate it, but Alien 3 was weak as fuck. But yeah, dude. And but she still maintained her femininity. She still was a good-looking lady. She had femininity. She was a woman, but she was strong. She was like she'd earned like what she'd gone through, and everybody could get behind that. Like you're like, man, you went through that shit. You own your shit. You earned that shit. But it wasn't just her, dude. Like look at Sarah Connor, Linda Hamilton, same difference. She was very much scared and worried in Terminator 1, and by Terminator 2, she's a badass and she's able to go toe to toe with the situation and take it, head on. Literally, I just said this, two things that mean the same thing, but yeah, dude, yeah, here's the thing: they knew how to write strong women back then, and it wasn't just like we're trying to fill check marks, and they don't become insufferable. The characters, like, it has not. I mean, nobody's threatened by strong women. Nobody. They just don't want characters that are Mary Sue's. They want characters that make sense. And men aren't afraid of strong women. Men would prefer a strong lady, for sure. But just be a lady. Also be fit. You can be both. You don't have to be one or the other. What the fuck? Anyway, but yeah, I agree, Chris. Thank you, dude. Like I'm saying, dude, like I would literally be I would get in so much fucking I'd be the Bill O'Reilly of our Twitter if I was in charge of it. ban. I'd probably get banned soon. Who else is getting oiled up right now? Dude, I've been oiling my dick the entire time. I mean, who else is? Michael Parton says they got the idea from Megan the Stallion, Bodie Odie's. Michael, I don't know what that is. I'm gonna ask Mike because that was earlier. They got the idea from Megan Thee Stallion, Bodie Odie's. I'm telling her big ass. Bradley Champagne, thank you, dude. Says dropping by quick to say what's up, sexy bitches. Now I gotta get the kids to bed. Loomis and Marky Mark rule. Thank you. Marky Mark deserves prison for what he did to that Puerto Rican. But thank you.
I was absolved of all charges of that. I didn't do nothing wrong. I'm a Christian.
Your goddamn accent and your attitude says otherwise. That's why you became a Christian, so you can claim in court that you're a Christian now.
If I could stop to Puerto Rico, would I have a golf course in my house? I don't think I would have a golf course in my house, Loomis.
You have a golf course. He's like, I want to use his eyeball as a fucking goddamn golf ball. By the way, I was going to tell you, this was earlier. I don't know. Michael Porton said it wasn't addressed to anyone specifically. He says they got the idea from Megan Thee Stallion is what I'm thinking he's saying. Bodie Odie's.
Bodie Odie's?
For bodies, I'm assuming.
Oh, that actually checks out.
And since you've seen the movie,
it checks out 100%. What timestamp were you at, by the way?
That was Bradley. And by the way, we got a huge, big, fat cock of a dono.
Promises.
Very nice. Very, I've licked his dick tip a lot. But DJ Graham at 905.
I want some of those. Okay. Hang on.
And so yeah, Bradley Champagne was the last I was talking to.
Oh God, I just got.
But he was saying A24 caught his attention with Pearl and X.
Oh fucking hell, DJ! Thank you, dude. I don't know if you missed it earlier or not, but I did catch the super chat that we missed from the last one. I put it back up in the stream.
He's a fucking liar, dude.
No, I did. I fucking did it. I swear to God, dude. Thank you.
Stop touching your titty while you're on the fucking
It's my
platform.
shit. I have indigestion. You fucking slut.
Then take the Tums and shut up.
I want to.
Do you have Tums?
They don't help.
Dude, you guys prefer Tums or like Pepto Bismol? I like Tums.
Oh, dude, I'm a Pepto dude, in and out. But I hear that you can only do so much Pepto because I do too much. Pepto.
I know. I will say no.
Shit.
Upset stomach, dude. Pepto liquid, because April's got the Pepto cap, the actual pills. They suck.
Oh, pills are balls. Yeah.
No, yeah. Because she's like, oh, if you take two, like, no. She's had I have to get more, but the bottle, I just drink that shit straight out. And dude, it's so fucking dude. It hits you in like 5-10 minutes.
Just fucking fills the stomach with peace.
Yep,
it's amazing. Yeah, you gotta watch it because I was doing it too much. I was like taking.
Yeah,
I didn't even pour it. I just like swig it.
Like, yeah, I was doing Pepto so much my fingertips started turning pink. I'm like, this might be a problem.
And it turns your poop black too. So don't be worried if you have black.
No, my poop. Dude, I'm not actually Dude, what I've been getting worried about. I pooped yesterday, but I haven't pooped it all today. And I mean, that's unusual for me.
That's normal. That's fine.
No. I poop every fucking day. But I've been on men's one a day, and it says one of the things is constipation.
Oh, that could be it. Yeah. No, I
don't want I got hemorrhoids and shit, dude. I don't want to be like forcing that shit out and getting blood on top of it. And like, oh my God, my whole fucking body is dying inside.
No, you just gotta let that happen naturally. What time stamp did you say we were at, by the way? Just so I'm on the same.
I don't know.
God damn it!
No, wait a minute. I know. Hold on. Bradley Champagne. I got done reading Bradley, so we're after Bradley.
What time, whore?
Would you give me I don't like this new attitude of yours. You're coming in here all hot off the toilet.
Oh, come on. Don't you dare come at me guns.
It must have peed when you burned. Or you must have burned when you peed. I'm dyslexic. Yeah. We're at Girth Brooks.
Girth.
Huge brook.
At what time, Jay?
9:46.
Fuck.
PM.
Thank you. That's all I was asking for. Is a simple goddamn request. You fucking
listen.
mother.
I don't like you coming in here acting like a stepdad with everybody here in the chat. Like you come home, you smell like fucking whiskey sours, and you're mad at everybody but you. And you're like, "Why are you playing that fucking record? I want to play my record."
We're not gonna take it. He says, "Man, I love you guys. Happy belated, Jay." Fuck.
Thank you, dude. That's exactly what I said when I realized I was 40. In the exact same way. Fuck. I was like, damn, I've wasted that much time. Dude, my uncle came over and he was like, how old are you? I was like, 40. He's like, shit, I wish I was 40 again because he's 56. I'm like, bitch, I wish I was 20. What are you talking about? He's like, fuck that. I'd rather be 40. I'm like, for what? Dummy.
I'm not 40 yet, but I can feel it. Somebody called me 40. It's like, I think it was one of my kids. They're like, Dad's 40. I was like, I'm not 40 fucking yet. All right.
You're like, what?
I have a whole year.
2 years. Because Cody's a year and a half younger than me.
Yeah.
So you're a little bit younger than Cody because your birthday's in September.
Yeah. So I got a year and a half. Matthew McConaughey is good and true. He is. That's true. Both things are true.
No, he said Matthew Butt kind of gay is good and true.
That's your friend one, Matthew, but kind of gay.
That's a good one, dude. If you ever met Matthew, but kind of gay, you should say that to his face. And just see if he picks it up.
It's like the dude who met Sugar Ray, and he was like, "Hey, Sugar Gay," and he's like, "Don't you ever fucking call me Sugar Gay."
Dude, that was the most. Well, it wasn't even that guy that he went off at either.
Yeah, no,
fucking tough guy with the spiky gel ass hair.
Yeah,
I was like, that's like getting threatened by a New Kids on the Block fucking member. Like, if he didn't have his fucking bodyguards with him, you could have like just looked at him and go, poof. He was
he picked on the tiniest guy he could for a fucking reason. You know what I mean? All right, good time.
I'll be back, but you pick one.
Okay. Well, we will do good time.
I've not seen that.
You have seen, Jay? We reviewed it. You saw Good Time. It's the one with Robert Pattinson. God damn it! I need to start taking men's one-a-day remembrance vitamins.
Listen, at 40 years old, a lot of things go. Your sex, your hair, and maybe your memory too. I'll be back.
All right. God damn it. Good Time was the one where Robert Pattinson had that weird blonde hair and he was running around, and the Safdie brothers were actually in the movie, and they were actually really good in the film. I found it semi-boring and semi-depressing, but it was a good fucking movie. So I will say that I will put it generously on a generous day. I will put it in pretty rad. It was a good movie. It goes in pretty rad. That's fucking fair. Another Safdie brothers one that Jay hasn't seen, even though I've been telling him to see it for so fucking long, I can't even count my own teeth. What does that mean? I don't know. But Uncut Gems. Oh my God, I'm gonna come. Uncut Gems was fucking awesome. Like Adam Sandler dude, the guy, I love seeing comedians who actually come out there and like, no, if I wanted to be serious all the fucking time, I could be. I think that's a beautiful thing. And I think that's a fair thing with a lot of comedians, like people don't give them credit where it's deserved. Like, yes, I'm a jokester. Yes, I laugh at myself. I'm a silly bitch, whatever. But I could be serious if I fucking wanted to. You know what I mean? Robin Williams pulled that off for sure with Insomnia and 1 Hour Photo and some roles that he did. I love it when comedians do that. And Adam Sandler did that. He's done it before in his other films, but like him and Uncut Gems was so fucking great. And the movie was so good. And with today's like betting culture and shit like that, it fits even more so. But man, when they had him locked up in that thing and he needed the Kevin Garnett rebounds and all that shit, it was so intense. And the ending, I won't spoil it, but man, when that ending, it's like The Departed, when that dude just, you're like, fuck, I can't believe they just did that. I didn't think that's where this was going to end. This is the weirdest bar mitzvah I've ever been to. But an amazing movie. Once you know the ending, it's kind of like, God damn, I don't know if I could ever watch that again. But you know what I hated in this movie was The Weeknd. Like, I think this movie made me hate The Weeknd because the way he was acting with his girlfriend or whatever. I feel like that's who The Weeknd actually is as a person, if you listen to his music. So it made me really I hated him. But what a cool, strange little movie, man. Like the Fight Club of betting movies, I guess you could say. That's probably a pretty terrible way to put that, but an amazing movie. I'm going to say Almost Touches the Sun for Uncut Gems. Fucking awesome. One of the greatest betting movies of all time. It's just so goddamn dark and depressing and sexy. That was a weird way to put that, but it was. The Hole in the Ground. The Hole in the Ground is a movie by Lee Cronin, who did Evil Dead Rise. I went and watched it just because he got named that, and it was good. It was good. It was creepy. It was well filmed. The story didn't have enough to really constitute for a great film, but like it was good. The way they did it was really well filmed. I'll put The Hole in the Ground at pretty rad. Pretty rad. Pretty rad's getting pretty fucking filled right now. But yeah, you could definitely do worse with The Hole in the Ground. It was a good little movie. What's one Jay hasn't seen? Oh, Jay hasn't seen this one. Men, big old flaming piece of hot Cheeto shit. This is a dog shit movie that was pure fucking ass. This is the epitome of elevated horror that's actually bullshit. They want you to think it's all smart and you don't understand it, so you're an idiot. But the movie was chock full of fucking I won't say whoa because I don't fucking say that dumb culture war shit. But like it is one of those movies that was just so badly trying to convey a statement that was such bullshit and so heavy-handed and such garbage. And the movie was not entertaining. It was boring as fuck. The ending just tries to wow you with some crazy rebirth fucking sequence that happens over and over again. Absolute garbage sauce. Terrible movie. The worst kind of cerebral or elevated horror you can ever imagine in the world. Men is our first A24 film that goes in the sucks my butt Steve category. You get down there, you little bitch, and you like it.
Don't talk to me like my fucking prison cellmate.
I was talking to you. That's just I was talking to you.
That is yours. That's what I said to him. Talking about my ass. Dude, it's the most embarrassing thing. So I was down there and I was peeing, and I thought April was asleep because she has to work tomorrow early. And
did you pee on her?
No. Yeah, I usually do that on Saturdays only though. But I left the door open
weekends,
and then I was like peeing. The door was like, cracked or whatever. And I farted. And it was a big one. Like it was like a rumbly in the crackles of the earth. and then I heard her, she's like, "Hey, baby," because she was going to the other bathroom.
Farted? She was like, "Hey."
As I was farting,
I recognized your scent.
She was like, "Hey, baby," and I was like, "What'd you hear?" And then she was like, "Nothing." I'm like, "Yeah, that's right. You didn't hear anything. I didn't fart in front of you." and then I couldn't even enjoy it.
I heard nothing. I smelled everything.
Yeah, that shit embarrasses me, dude. Like I got fucking embarrassed. Like I felt like I had to go back to her and be like, "You didn't hear anything though." Like she was I was like, "You didn't hear anything. I didn't fart. I was going. I did that." Like when I was peeing, I was like,
"Those pee farts are the worst too."
Dude, I know, and it was beer fart too. But I was like, "That's why." I was like, "You got to stay out of that bathroom for 15 minutes for sure."
I'm going to put up another one for you guys to vote on because neither Jay or have I had seen it, and that's Dream Scenario. Look at Nicolas Cage, dude. That looks like somebody's dad. We're like, "Dad, can I have $20?" Like,
dude, that's my hairline in another 3 years, 1,000%. If I just if I don't Bruce Willis or just shave it off, it's gonna look like that.
In the meantime, before I do that one, you guys say Tusk is pretty rad at 65% to 35%.
Clacho.
So everybody can go fuck themselves. But
hey, you got two. You got
shut
Pearl,
up!
and you got the Black Coat's daughter.
Hey Jay, I don't care.
I love it.
I don't care. But you guys tell us, for those of you who have seen Dream Scenario with Nicolas Cage, and it's a movie where he wakes up and everybody in the whole world had a dream about him, a nightmare about him overnight, and everybody recognizes him from their dreams. I can't wait to see it. I'm super pumped about
That's
it.
Actually cool. That's a cool idea. That's a great idea.
Yeah, dude. And Nicolas Cage, the guy can do no wrong. So
so it's not out, or has it come out?
It's come out, but it was one of those limited releases, so it was kind of hard to find. I think you can still find it in your certain theaters.
That should be the color and everything. That should be Walmart's at their garden center. That should be their at the garden center. That should be Walmart's. Having trouble finding something you need.
Vicious.
Ask one of our employees.
Okay, sorry. Where do we put Tusk at? Tusk is in. You guys said pretty rad, right?
Yeah,
that fills out pretty rad. So the next pretty rad we're gonna have to start knocking some people down to fuckable. Jay, I know you've seen this movie, even though you're gonna say you don't remember it. The Spectacular Now.
Oh no, I remember this movie.
This is a fucking all-timer, all right? This movie is a fucking all-timer. No, I love this movie. I adore it.
It's sad.
I brush my teeth to it.
It's a sad reflection of films that came before it. It was trying desperately to be Can't Buy Me Love, or one of the other 80s classics that John Hughes directed. I cannot stand movies that try to tread on our childhood dreams and our movies that we saw from the 80s to try to give us a regurgitation of shit with fucking a handsome guy. No, it's a good movie.
It's good.
I'm not going to put an all-timer. I would say almost as it's. I do enjoy it.
I shouldn't have done this one. All right, I'm gonna hold off on this one because we're gonna have to vote because I think I'm gonna lose this vote.
But it's close. I do enjoy the movie quite a bit.
I'll save it for the next one when I have time to vote because I fucking adore that movie, and I'll tell you why then. X, a movie that Jay watched for the first time during a Patreon stream, and we had a blast watching it. Ty West X, what'd you think? What do you think? What bucket do you stick it in?
To be fair, I would put it in pretty rad, but it's filled up. So I mean, I'll have to put it in Almost Such as the Sun. I don't think it's fair to give it a fuckable rating because it's not. In my opinion, right. I think it's I think it's somewhere in between the crack of Touches the Sun and Rad. But I mean, there's no category for that, so I'll have to put it in Touches the Sun.
I'm right. That works perfectly for me because I'd automatically, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I would automatically put it in Almost Touches the Sun because look, it's so rare because. Just came out 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It's an original fucking slasher, right? Everybody and again, when people Hell Night was good and stuff, but normally when people make a new slasher movie, and it's not a sequel, it's not based on whatever, it's either just the same old retreaded shit. But X, at least it had its own original plot, it had its own story, it had its own vibe,
and it had a love letter to slashers before it, specifically
Texas Chainsaw
Massacre, the original Tobe Hooper. It had all of that going for it.
You know what I love, dude, is at the tippy top of the poster. They at the very tip top of the poster. Look at this. Look at this with me. Very tip top. You got butt cheeks. Right there though. They snuck those butt cheeks in. Those are sneaky little butt cheeks. I can smell it.
Yep.
See those guys right there? Right there. But dude, just the shots when she's swimming in the water and the alligators flying up behind her. Holy shit.
I think the weirdest part is the grandma climbing in bed and rubbing on her and shit.
Woo!
I was am I supposed to be grossed out or fucking turned on? I don't know which one I am right now.
As Guardians of the Galaxy, bit of both. But great kills. Interesting original storyline.
Well, it had the elements of it had the elements of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but it had the nuances of something like a Sam Raimi Evil Dead movie.
Robin said alligators don't fly, Mike. I meant swimming. It was swim flying.
Yeah.
He was going
fast. But it has nuances of Sam Raimi and then a feel of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. That's fucking awesome movie, dude. Okay, as far as the vote goes for the last one, the vote was for Dream Scenario. You guys say pretty rad. 36% say Dream Scenario is pretty rad. That's weird, dude. Every other one was 21%.
We cannot. It's so fucking full.
So who are we kicking out of Pretty Rad and knocking down to Fuckable? Because there was a couple questionable ones. My vote, personally, to knock down to Fuckable territory is going to be Hole in the Ground.
I don't know. I would knock down Tusk, but that's fun.
Well, fuck you, Jay. Shut up.
Is that Macaulay Culkin's child?
just on the basis that we did a vote for Tusk. I'll put
that Hole?
There.
What the fuck is that about?
Hole in the Ground. It was by the director of Evil Dead Rise. That's pretty good.
They need to make a horror movie called Glory Hole.
Dude,
because you don't know, like, dude, like that could be great. Like, what if it's a guy that just bites off dicks?
That's scary. Yeah, no one wants that when they go to a glory hole. That's everyone's biggest fear when they go to a glory hole. All right, so I'm putting a vote for Spectacular Now into the vote for you guys because again, as far as Spectacular Now goes,
A24 is doing pretty goddamn good overall.
Yeah,
like they only got one movie in the butthole.
When you compare our Blumhouse tier list to this, it's night and fucking day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that should say everything you want about who you want to have your Jasons, who you want to have your Freddys.
A24 is the studio for Nightmare on Elm Street. It's the studio for Nightmare on Elm Street.
100% agree with you, man. This whole list is night and day from what Blumhouse is doing out there right now. But as far as the Spectacular Now goes, I'm going to put up a vote. I think it's an all-timer. I don't think it'll get that vote, but I'm telling you, man, this kid was. That kid was fucking me as a fucking teenager. I felt like when he's Miles Teller in this movie, and it's a love story movie for sure, but it's fucking dark.
Great
on the
movie.
Other side of
I really liked it a lot.
And like when he can't, like he's going through his days, he's going to work and he's got that fucking soda, like the 40-ounce soda, but he keeps putting alcohol in it and he doesn't know what he's going to do. Like
I kind of got the ending of the movie kind of pissed me off, but
that's fair. That's fair. But yeah, such a great coming of age story. I'm going to put that to a vote right now for you guys. If you have not seen the Spectacular Now, I'm begging you, please.
It's good. No, it's good. If you guys like those romantic, like if you like John Hughes type movies, it's kind of like that. Not as like comedic as a John Hughes movie, but it's got elements of John Hughes throughout it. Like you could tell the director probably took a lot of inspirations from like stuff like from John Hughes movies from the 80s. 16 Candles or whatever. But I will say we should do Midsommar. Because I already know I'm going to throw that big bitch.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. So I put that to a vote for you guys right now. Again, I'm probably going to watch that really soon again. Like I just fucking, that kid was fucking me, man.
Right, you passed it. It's down.
I'm just going to say though, like if you have a wife or a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a husband who loves like romance movies or like comedy, like shit like that, watch that with them because it's both a great romance movie, but it's also a fucking, it's if you're a human being, you should like that movie.
Well, it's weird too, because I didn't know it was even an A20. I think I just saw it like it was like a recommended movie on Netflix or something, and I watched it because I read the description. I was like, I like movies like that.
Yeah,
like I like A Walk to Remember. I think that movie makes me fucking cry, dude. I don't give a shit. Mandy Moore was great in that movie.
And that's a perfect comparison, by the way.
Midsommar. Fuck this bitch. Fuckable.
Dude, I wouldn't have argued with you if you said Sex My Butt. Steve.
I don't like. Listen,
I
like it, no. You can. I mean, I just think it's one of those movies that like they had a mega hit with Hereditary, and then they follow it up with this, and they were trying to go for the same shock thing, and I got annoyed with this movie more than I was like yeah, there were gross out moments, I mean for sure, and it was weird, but at the end of the day, I was like, is this any fucking different than a hippie fucking convent in 1965? I don't know.
Yeah,
like I don't know, man, and like I get it, and she's like and they were all falling around laughing and shit. I'm like, shut the fuck up, you coked bitch. I don't know, man. Like they're all coke heads, and I don't know. Like this is like fucking John Kerry's like barbecue retreat. I swear to God, dude. Like I don't like, and nothing against anybody that loves this movie. I just think this movie is so fucking overrated. It was literally a follow up to something that was really unique and different in Hereditary.
Yeah.
It is definitely not. It's a fuckable movie. You watch it once and then that's it.
That's where I'd stick it too. And I love to stick it anywhere, but that's where I would stick this one. I dude, this movie fucked me up. The first half of it, I was fucking on board up to the point where those people were jumping off those rocks to their own deaths.
I was laughing, dude. I gave them fucking mushrooms so you could fly.
Windy, I can fly.
You idiots.
That shit fucked me up. Like, from dealing with anxiety, like this movie gave me anxiety. Like watching it up to that point, I was going, I feel anxiety because this is all really fucked up and this is twisted and it's dark and it's getting to me on a cellular level.
Yeah.
After that, though, when we start getting to the people wearing bear costumes and fucking and like it got so stupid and it was trying so
furry
hard.
Convention.
Yeah, dude, it was like it was just like his movie Beau Was Afraid, which we'll talk about, which instead, like, you have a good movie going for you, but that wasn't enough for you. It wasn't enough for you to make a good movie that was suspenseful and scary and fucked up. You had to go, no, I have to be smarter than everyone in the room. And then you just started like plastering dumb shit that made no sense, and you totally ruined your own fucking movie. So I will put this in fuckable because the second half of that movie sucked ass to me. I agree. Jay, you didn't see this movie, but you need to talk to me.
No, it's on my well, I will. I'll talk to you. I will
Tell me your name.
It's definitely on my list to watch. I haven't rented it, or I think it's if you have it's on HBO Max now. I don't know. It looks interesting. And I know that people were like saying, actually, I remember a lot of good reviews coming out for this movie because it looked like a standard, like, who fucking cares kind of horror movie, you know, like a Ring ripoff or like
sure
at the very least a generic like ghosties or like haunting me after I fuck with the Ouija board and oh my god, what's Linda gonna think if she finds out because she's a pastor youth, but. I have no opinion on it, but I know a lot of people are gonna say it's high up on the list.
Yeah, I'm gonna slap this bitch right and almost touches the sun for me, dude. Was it
scary or was it just good?
It was scary. You know, it was scary. It's a weird mix. It's a weird mix of all the A24 movies, really, because like it has the same slow burn, scary vibes to it, but it also does have those like Friday night jump scare shits. Like it's a mix. Like there's scenes in it that feel like you're watching a typical Friday night horror movie with like people doing crazy shit. But there's several scenes in this movie, and I'll say there's a glimpse of hell in this movie. That's one of the greatest glimpses of hell, and it lasts for seconds. But you know,
is it better than Event Horizon?
You as a whole movie, probably yeah. Because Event Horizon's so.
No,
broken,
I mean the glimpse of hell.
It's hard to say because again, the glimpse of hell is seconds. I mean, it's so fast. Oh. But at the point in the movie where they decided to show the glimpse of hell, and like that one quick second, it was really fucked up emotionally for how they did it. And that was kind of movie. The movie is really like fucked up, like deep down, it's fucked up, but it's its own thing. Like,
but it doesn't really look like that. That's what's so surprising about it, because you look at that movie and it doesn't seem like it's going to have any kind of like deep emotional fucking trauma type of how you feel about it.
Right, and that's my point. Like the story is very Ring, very one of those stories, like you said, but it's got this extra layer of depth to it that really fucks with you. And I wouldn't say it's as good as the Ring, but like because of its like slow burn and like and deep shit. But like, yeah, I'm gonna put it almost.
Is that a remake or is that an original movie?
That's the original movie. Yeah, it's its own thing.
No, I'll give it to him for that, like that alone, because it's usually any kind of movie like that is always a Japanese remake off something they've already. The Japanese know how to make fucking horror movies. Like they just know how to make horror movies.
And you're right about that. It does feel like a Japanese remake. It has that sort of vibe to it for sure. Beau Was Afraid. Did you ever watch this one?
I mean, look, no, I did not.
Don't.
Yeah,
don't. You're gonna hate. Well, actually, no. Actually, I think you might actually like it.
Well, I look like Beau on the left when they're like when I found out my barber was charging $18 now for fucking haircuts. I swear to God, dude, it was $18 fucking and it used to be $12. Yeah.
Dude, this is another Ari Aster movie. It's just like Midsommar. The movie's good. He's got a great fucking movie, dude. Like,
so you play all those characters on the left?
No, it's just kind of him throughout his life, basically. He's the same character as him throughout his life. But like the movie's fucking great. The first half of the movie is great, where you're seeing this guy who has major anxiety and kind of agoraphobia dealing with living in this like crazy city where there's crime and everybody's crazy and shit like that. That shit was so fucking relatable and it was so good. And his relationship with his mom was so fucked up and it was so relatable. And it was so good. And then he kind of gets put into this like journey that he goes on. And halfway through the movie, you're like, fuck, I get where this guy's coming from. And this is really scary when you see it through his eyes. And then it's filmed so good. And then they go, nah, it's not artsy enough for me. Let's fucking throw a bucket of paint on it, make it dumb as fuck to where nobody can understand it, and then end on a really dumbass, corny fucking note where nobody can understand what's going on, but it makes me, the filmmaker, feel smart. And they ruin their own fucking movie. Beau is Afraid is fuckable to me.
Sounds like The View.
Goes right there next to Midsommar.
When I remember seeing the trailer for it, I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be one of those not romance comedies, but those that tragic comedy. That's what I thought it was going to be, a tragic comedy.
It is a tragic comedy, 100%. But they were trying so hard to be smart that they just made it nonsensical and dumb, like just kind of ruined their own fucking movie.
Yeah, fuck them.
But the first half's fucking great. I will say that. Last vote that we had was Spectacular Now, and you guys voted Pretty Rad, which I totally disagree with. Go fuck yourself, says Steven Seagal.
Wow.
Go fuck yourself.
But then again, I it does have a lot of John Hughes flavoring throughout it. I enjoyed it for that. But it's like it definitely wasn't bringing in, like, it didn't do anything new. Like there's a million movies like this, like that have been like even the wall was it Wallflower or whatever with
Perks of Being a Wallflower. Yeah,
the Perks of Being a Wallflower was like this.
I think this is way better.
This was like but this was like a guy that had it all and a good looking dude, and he was like popular. The only thing that it didn't do it, like, he wasn't a nerd that got fucking popular and then got the girl and then everything went bad and then they reconnect later on. It was like he was already popular. So
here's the problem: Pretty Rad's full. Jay hasn't seen this. I'm carte blanching myself, and I'm putting it in Almost Touches the Sun because there's nothing to fucking.
No, I've seen Tusk. I don't think Tusk should be in that.
You keep going back to Tusk.
Yeah,
stop going back to Tusk.
I've seen Tusk though.
They voted for Tusk to go in Pretty Rad.
I don't care.
So,
well, what's worse, Tusk or Spectacular Now?
Neither. They're both awesome. You're picking the wrong movies to pick between. I'm gonna put the cat. No, I'm gonna put the cat. I'll put the captain in Fuckable. All right. I'm gonna put the captain in Fuckable. I'll put this one in.
That hurts your fart and heart because that's Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, but I liked it. But it probably as a movie, maybe it does. That's fair. That's fair. Speaking of Ryan Reynolds, Mississippi Grind. You remember this one? Tell me you remember this one.
No, I do, but it's been, dude. This is all I can't remember. We watched it one time. And
I've watched it 70 fucking times.
Well, for you, because your favorite actor is Ryan Reynolds. I don't watch it over and over again. I think it's one of those things for me. It fucking blended in with fucking every other gambling movie I've ever seen, and I was like, yeah, I enjoyed it. It was good, but is it repetitive? Is it redundant? Is it the same kind of movie I've ever seen? Yes. Would I put this movie higher than Pretty Rad? Probably not. And we don't have any fucking room for it. So I did like it.
Then allow me, you whore, to put this in Almost Touches the Sun. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. All right. This is not just a generic gambling movie. All right. Ben Mendelsohn's a great fucking actor too.
He's great. No, he is good.
This is if you ever, and trust me on this, guys. If you're ever like whiskey drunk and you just kind of want something that's like, you don't want something depressing, but you want just kind of a bluesy movie to just kind of like smoke and drink to. And like a gambling movie like that, this movie is that vibe. Is the perfect
Rounders is that.
Rounders, yes, but this is just like Rounders in that. This is like it's just like Rounders. Like it's a perfect thing for that. I can't tell you how many times I found myself like halfway through a bottle of Woodford hanging out by myself, like I'm gonna fucking watch Mississippi Grind. And by the way, it features Woodford in it, but
halfway through a bottle. No, halfway through a bottle. How bad was your day, dude?
A small bottle, Jay. A small bottle. All right.
Yeah, it was a fucking.
Everybody can suck my dick.
I asked my wife to fucking lick peanut butter off her toes, and she said no.
I want someone to lick peanut butter off my toes. All right.
That's fine. I don't care.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do because I feel like, hang on, don't say a word. Don't say a word.
Good.
I feel like I've been pushy with my picks because like I didn't expect to feel so passionate about some of these movies.
I haven't seen all of them, so it's fine.
No, I know. No, I'm talking about like this.
It's our channel. You can be picky though.
No, I know, but I feel like I've been pushy. So I'm gonna say this. I want you to solely decide where the fuck Hereditary goes.
Okay.
This is Jay's pick.
I've already
picked it. Jay special.
I've already picked it.
Hereditary.
Sucks my butt, Steve.
Oh, fuck you. I'm not. No, I won't do that. I won't let you.
I put this. Listen, I think Hereditary is a good movie. It's got scary moments in it. The story is written decently. The characters are interesting. Overall, though, I think it's an overrated movie. I've always thought Hereditary was an overrated movie. Again, Courtney, why couldn't I think of these things earlier when you asked? I would put this at pretty rad, but I will put it almost touches the sun because I feel like it could be a movie that fits in between both of those. I think it's very interesting. It's a psychological horror movie that none had come before that in a long time that really does make you think and kind of fucks you up toward the end of the movie. Especially, I can't remember her name. The mother was great.
Toonie Coulette.
Yeah, she should have wanted something. She should have gotten an Academy Award for her role in the movie alone. And you know, when she's like fucking Twisted Sister head banging on the attic door alone, it's weird. But the scariest part of this movie is, for me, and it always has been the scariest part of this movie, is the last 15 minutes, especially when he wakes up and she's like in the corner like fucking Spider-Man and there's no music and she just goes, oh. And like she's like going across. That fucking scared me, dude. That fucking actually scared me. The unknown, the paranoia that the kid must feel, all that shit. The ending and what they're trying to accomplish and what the overall goal of the film is as far as the antagonist is. I mean, dude, it's been done. Blair Witch, Paranormal Activity specifically after the third one, the Cult of Witches and all that shit, mixed in with a little exorcism. I personally feel like it's not, again, it's shot well, the sound, all of that, the editing, great. I just feel like overall it's an overrated movie. I didn't get scared one time watching this movie. Fuck that kid with the nut allergies. You shouldn't have stuck your fucking head out of the goddamn highway doing 90 miles an hour when it's fucking dark, you stupid shit. Then you get what you get. It's called life, and it smacks you in the face. And guess what? You didn't get back up. Because you know why? Because life said fuck you. Because you're dumb. And that's called Darwinism. But anyway, I personally put it at like in between Pretty Rad or Almost Touches the Sun. So we'll put it in Almost Touches the Sun because we're full up.
Okay, that's fair. I will say that looking at like when I look at this list, I would put it barely an all timer. I would. I already said it. We're gonna put it Almost Touches the Sun. I would put it in all timer just because
I was in between Pretty Rad, so it doesn't. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I'm impressed that you put it that hard because this.
No,
if you guys don't know, Jay and I have already done this movie
time.
For years.
I didn't rage on it.
Well, no, the whole thing is that I told Jay, I was like, this movie fucked me up. You got to watch it. And then Jay didn't watch it for like a year.
Dude.
And I was like, dude, watch it. I promise it's going to fuck you up. And you guys know Jay, like movies fuck him up. They scare him. I've always been envious. And he watched it. He goes, I knew it was that scary. I was like, bitch, you Wikipedia'd it. You
no, I did not. No, I did not.
And then he watched it on a computer.
I watched it on my TV screen, my home screen at my house. I watched it on my screen. And the only thing I did was put the fucking subtitles on, but it never got muted.
you ruined the experience of the movie for yourself, and then you were like,
because you said the same thing for Insidious, and you said the same thing for Paranormal Activity. You said
you probably did the same.
I swear to Christ, because I watched Insidious with my ex fucking hoe, and she didn't like that shit anyway. Nope, I did not do that. Because she was like sitting there she's like, what are you doing? And she was all fucking controlling bitch.
Read the Wikipedia page and read all the spoilers, and then you fucking put on the subtitles, and then you watched it on a computer, and then you fucking closed your eyes and have the scary scenes. Of course it wasn't scary.
I don't even know how to fucking open up the media player in my computer to watch the movie. So I didn't watch it on my computer. I watched it on DVD when it came out. You liar.
I don't believe you.
I swear to God, dude, I did.
Believe you.
The most I did was put subtitles on. Because I can't. The reason, by the way, it's not only because, I'm fucking scared and I want to make sure I hear the shit. Like, like sinister creaking in the background when it says on the subtitle. It's not that. It's because I can't fucking hear them when it's like whispered shit.
I fucking bet you $100 right now in my fucking pocket if I could go back in time and you never saw Hereditary and I made your ass go to the movie theater and sit next to me and I just watched you the entire time, you'd be like, huh! Like that would have fucked you up. It would have fucked you up.
I'd be like, damn, he's got a lot of problems. Hey, either way, that's a good fucking score for it, dude.
No, I'm impressed that it got that high on your score. Honestly, I am. But no, the thing that fucks me about that movie is it's actually not the scares, because you are right. Like, some of that shit's been done before, and it's not given credit because they have done a lot of that shit before. Hereditary does a lot of shit that's already been done before.
Yeah.
What's most fucked up to me about Hereditary is what they do with grief. The scariest fucking thing in Hereditary, dude, is when that kid lets his sister get goddamn beheaded by that fucking pole because she doesn't know not to eat chocolate cake, even though she has a fucking.
She was
but
dumb.
yeah, but he was high as fuck, and he shouldn't have been trying to get laid and letting her eat the cake and all that. So he's got a lot of guilt, right? But when she gets her head knocked off, and he just goes, "Oh, I guess I'll go home and go to sleep," like fucking.
I know that was actually the most realistic thing. That was the most realistic to be.
Like,
I know it's fucked up, but guys, that was the most realistic thing to being a teenager and doing something that awful that you just go home and you go upstairs and you go to bed and not ignore it. Like, you don't want to deal with it.
He just goes, "I'll just go home and go to sleep now, and everything will be okay when I wake up because I'm the golden boy." And then he wakes up, and when his eyes open, he's like, "Oh, sure,
Well,
nothing happened."
His mom woke up screaming.
This is me waking up after the Packers lose his fucking playoff game. It's like you wake up, it's like, "Oh, nothing bad happened," and then you remember, and then you hear her screaming, and the way she's screaming, her grief in the way she's screaming.
Yeah.
And he sits there and he starts shaking and crying. That was the scariest part.
Well,
of that
here's the thing.
that was mean as fuck.
I feel like that was the most relatable part of the movie, is because when you were a kid and if something like that tragic had happened, like it's hard for you because you're still a kid to even absorb what it just. You look back and your fucking sister's head is on Highway 15, and and you're drunk and like all this shit, and you're like, what? I don't know. I'm just gonna go home. I'm just gonna go home. It's like he was in shock. He was in fucking complete shock, and they do a good job conveying that he was in shock when he gets out of the car. He goes up to the bed and he's like, "Yeah, it was just every other fucking night." But by the way, that little stupid shit, she fucking ate peanut butter.
Yeah, don't put nuts in cake. That's the problem.
Oh,
That's
not peanut butter. Yeah, she put peanut butter nuts. Yeah, she knew she shouldn't have it. And by the way, what kind of stupid ass kid goes to a fucking party like, I'll just eat what they're serving?
Yeah.
Listen, they don't have a chef that you could be like, I can't do gluten. Can you give me a gluten-free cupcake? Like, what the fuck? You're at a house party, idiot.
I'm putting up a poll right now for you guys, by the way. I know that neither Jay or I have seen The Lobster starring Colin Farrell.
Yeah, that sounds like a movie he'd be in.
Yeah. There's two, dude. I think I watched like 10 minutes of this and I was like, nah, this ain't me. That ain't me, dog. I can't do it. So I'm gonna let you guys vote on The Lobster and decide where it goes.
Do you think Hereditary will ever be considered a classic American cinematic movie? Probably not. It's never going to be. I don't think
it already is. I think it already is.
Like, there's no way. Like, it's going to be on the same level as like The Exorcist or Poltergeist or anything like that.
I don't think it's as good as either of those movies, but I do think it's in the realm. Like, I think it's in the.
So The Conjuring. It is in The Conjuring.
Right, so if you did, so let me put it this way then. Okay, that's fair. It's way better than the fucking Conjuring. Conjuring.
No. I don't. I think The Conjuring is. I'm saying it's in the same realm as The Conjuring.
So if you said all time, like Exorcist, absolute all timer, right? What was the other movie you said? Poltergeist, absolute all timer. I think in regards to those movies, Hereditary isn't Almost Touches the Sun for sure. 100%.
Well, that's
but The Conjuring is a fuckable movie compared to those movies.
Oh
it's
my
fuckable
God,
at best. At best.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I will say, who would you be more sad about dying, Arnold Schwarzenegger or Stallone?
Why would you ask me something like that?
I know. I thought about
that's horrifying.
No. The reason why is because I was watching. I didn't know that. I forgot, or maybe I did know, or I forgot. Stallone has his own, like, a Paramount Plus. He has We're the Stallones or whatever the fuck it's called, like the Hogan Knows Best thing. He has a family show. You know, like following his family around. I watched clips of it, season 1 and season 2.
Yeah.
Who would be the biggest, like, fucking gut punch to you when they died? Stallone or Schwarzenegger?
Schwarzenegger. It would be Schwarzenegger. 100%.
Man, I don't know. I would have said Schwarzenegger back in the, like, I would have said it right off, a knee-jerk reaction, but watching those clips, man, Stallone, fuck, dude. He's special, dude.
He is, but Stallone has always, and again, that book I got you, the Last Action Heroes. Yeah. They talk a lot about like their lives, like Stallone's life, and Schwarzenegger. The thing about Stallone,
where are you gonna be more shocked about if you woke up tomorrow? Where like the shock?
Schwarzenegger.
You think you'd have more shock with Schwarzenegger
100%.
than Stallone?
Yeah. Dude, I will be devastated when Arnold Schwarzenegger dies. I will be fucking devastated. Like the same way I was when Kobe died. Like I will be fucking wrecked. I've always looked at like, because here's the thing, like I've always looked at Stallone and loved Stallone and like really appreciated him and what he came from and what he accomplished and all that. But to me, in my mind, I've always looked at Schwarzenegger as like a father figure. Like, so Schwarzenegger would fuck me up in a completely different way. I've always looked at that guy as like a movie dad.
I
And
love
that sounds
Schwarzenegger,
weird,
dude, but I feel like Stallone's just like the performances that he's given us, like with the Rambo and Rocky, like literally fucking Rocky, like the underdog story that anybody can quote, that anybody can watch, and they automatically like relate to him. And the
both
ending
would fuck me up. I'm not. I don't.
Yeah. Well, actually, to be fair, Van Damme would fuck me up.
100%. Yeah. All three.
And he's not even talked about in the same breath as Schwarzenegger and Stallone. I don't know.
The world probably needs to take Seagal before he ends up as part of Putin's army. But like, yeah,
no,
as far as those three go,
Seagal will become a Kaiser of the small Russian village.
He will die like trying to kill children or some shit. Like,
yeah, I don't know, dude. Like, they're both so good. I mean, they're so great. Like, because I was watching the Stallone. I think it's just called the Stallones. I don't know. But he went to Arnold's fucking office and they were just hanging out.
Carving pumpkins and shit?
Yeah, carving pumpkins.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then Stallone got like really impressed. And because I saw it when I was watching it, it was only briefly in the video, but still Schwarzenegger had all memorabilia of his movies. Like he had the Conan the Barbarian sword, the actual one. He had like fucking life-size busts of the Terminators all around his office. And then when Stallone got back home, he was like, I'm going to put some of my own memorabilia. And then his wife was like, yeah, but the difference is that's Arnold's office. This is our home. You're taking over a room. And it was funny, dude, because he didn't have any of this memorabilia. He started ordering or getting in contact with people of Rocky and ordering these busts and these posters and like literally creating a room with all his movie memorabilia.
Yeah, but the thing about Stallone is like if you go back through the stories of Stallone, like Stallone was like he got real high on his own supply, like real. He left the party angry because Richard Gere was hitting on Prince Diana, and he was like, "If I wanted to, I would have taken her."
Well, I think it's
like,
also
like there's some crazy Stallone stories where his hubris was fucking gone.
Yeah, but I think Stallone comes from a different place. Like he was a dock worker in Philadelphia, and the fact that he wrote Rocky, he wrote the script, and then they were like, "No," and he goes, "I want to be Rocky," and they're like, "Fuck you." We're gonna buy $100,000. I think he had a chip on his shoulder, and that's
from just as dark as, or I mean, Schwarzenegger came from just as dark.
But
Schwarzenegger, his dad used to beat him in Austria, where nobody gave a fuck.
But Schwarzenegger also got all those bodybuilding he'd already learned that curve early. I think that Stallone, especially in the 70s, was just like I think
there's tons of stories of Sly cheating on his wives. What are you talking about?
No, I think that Stallone was one of those guys. Like he comes in with a chip on his shoulder for a reason, you know, with how he was treated, especially with Rocky, and like that lasts him through most of his career. But Schwarzenegger had gone through it earlier. But also Schwarzenegger was egotistical as fuck too back in his day.
Oh yeah, he's always
like back in the bodybuilding days. Like he was fucking hardcore egotistical. So I mean, that's what even Stallone said on his show. He's like, we both. Like we're competitive because we're competitive people. That's what we do. Yeah. And, I mean, and they're friends now, but they both were on the same wavelength.
Yeah. Neither of them are perfect human beings for sure. And they both they are pretty, I mean, honestly, like at the end of the day, like they're equals, they're on equal standing. And that's what's so cool. And that the fact that they became friends after all that shit. But if you guys, I used to have the book back here. I got it for Jay for his birthday or for Christmas. The Last Action Heroes, I think the name of the book, and it tells in detail all those stories. And it talks about Stallone and how when he was married to Bridget Nielsen, I think how he was so fucking paranoid because I think she used to fuck with Schwarzenegger or something. He was so paranoid he like kept her captivated. Like their stories are both insanely cool.
Well, I will say about Stallone though, Stallone had a lot of tragedy. He lost his son at 30-something years old from a heart arrhythmia, and a lot of people thought he overdosed. Sage Stallone, the kid from Rocky 5, his actual son. The autopsy reports came back and they said that there was no drugs in his system. There was no alcohol. The only thing he was on was Vicodin, but they found out that he had heart arrhythmia and he had died of a heart attack in his 30s, which is fucked up. It's crazy that can happen. And then his other son got autism, severe autism, I guess. And then he has to deal with. I feel bad for him. He said they found out that his second son couldn't communicate properly. He set up something with his ex-wife. They're like, we got to get him homeschooled, whatever. Stallone was there. And then in 1984, he divorced from his wife. And his wife was like, whatever, just give me money. Because she knew that Stallone couldn't be there to help take care of their autistic son. So she was like, just give me the money and I'll take care of it, which he did. He never had a problem with that. And then people were like, oh, so he's ashamed of his son that's got autism because he's not in the show. And like, why he's not in the show? He specifically did not want his son, who has autism, we don't know how severe it is, to be exposed to the lifestyle that Stallone has. You imagine that for a poor autistic kid? Like, I mean, they get excited. They wouldn't know. I mean, it would be insane.
Depending on how their situation was.
Well, yeah. And it's not like and he still visits his son. It's like not everything is fucking publicized. And I feel bad for him because he had to fucking defend himself. Like, oh, I love my son. It's like, nobody should even ask you that you love your fucking kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it should just be an automatic thing. Yeah, of course you love your kid.
Yeah, I love both those guys so fucking much, man. Like whenever anything happens to either of them, I will be fucking heartbroken for sure.
If you're asking if I would eat Stallone's dick, I would. But
I would too. 100%.
Schwarzenegger. Who would I pick? I pick Stallone over Schwarzenegger, but I both of them are going to devastate. When they die, it'll devastate.
You guys said The Lobster is fuckable, and I would agree with that. I tried to watch that once, couldn't even make it all the way through it. I thought it was just too fucking. I was like, I get it, you're weird. We get it, whatever. We get it, you're smart. Fuck. Can you just make something that makes sense for 5 seconds for the rest of us? The same thing with. By the way, have you seen Ex Machina? I think you might have seen it.
No, I still haven't seen it.
This is a movie you would like.
No, everybody says that. And also the other one, Angel or whatever, the other robot girl, whatever the fuck it's called, Angel Airwaves.
That's a Tom DeLonge band.
No. There's a movie that's Battilla Angel or Battle Angel or something.
Battle Attila. I know what you're talking about. I can't think of it right now, but I know what you're talking about. I'm going to put Ex Machina up to you guys. I literally saw this in the fucking theater when it came out and just thought to myself, I really couldn't decide how I felt about it. Like, Oscar Isaacs was great. The vibe was great. Like the sci-fi shit around it was great, but I just really didn't appreciate where the story went. Like I was kind of bored with how the story.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, like I like movies like this, but at the same time, I was like, I really don't give a shit.
Yeah, the story just didn't do it for me. I thought it got lost in its own garblegoods. So I'll put it to you guys to vote on Ex Machina. In the meantime, Happy in the Mean. That's a great lit song, by the way. But while you guys vote on that one, all right. What do we have left here? We've done that.
It's all of them, dude. It's all of them.
No, it's not. It's not yet, Jay. Calm your hole.
No, it's all
Calm your hole.
Look at it.
We haven't done the Green Knight yet, which I haven't seen.
I haven't seen it either. So
I did see Saint Maud. Did you see Saint Maud?
Oh my god, fuck no, dude. That bitch looks like she's fucking like trying to tell everybody like there's a sale going on at Big Lots.
Hey, come over and get some direct TV. Saint Maud was all right. I'll put it in fuckable because Pretty Rad's full, but
Your Savior is coming. Oh my god. Look at the reviews. Wickedly unnerving, a religious experience.
Listen, the movie was pretty creepy in its own right. It was creepy, but it was about this girl who was fucking nut shit. Like, she was crazy religious, right? She was so fucking religious that she would, like, I can't remember the exact thing. I could be misinterpreting this, but she would put like nails or like tacks or no, it was broken glass, I think, in her shoes and walk around all day long, letting her fucking feet get cut up by these glass shards or whatever, because she thought that that's like what Jesus would have done or whatever. Yeah. So she was fucking cracked up. And then eventually she went crazy and like went to a bar and like tried to fuck a couple dudes and like went through this whole crazy. It was a fucked up movie. It was a fucked up
Why
movie.
couldn't she just go crazy and like shave her hair off like Britney Spears?
But in the end, it was like it was like watching The Wrestler with Mickey Rourke. If his story wasn't cool, but instead it was just some religious nutbag who just really bought too far in. And in the end, it was just really depressing. I'll put Saint Maud as fuckable.
It looks depressing.
It had touches of Pretty Rad, though. It could have been really great. There was a couple really fucked up moments in it. I'll say that. And look at the posters. They look the exact same, don't they?
Yeah.
Between those
two. That's what you do when you have no talent. So.
And that's it. So we got the vote going right now. for let's see what you guys said right now. Ex Machina. Oh fuck.
All timer.
We are sitting right now. If you
I
don't
know
like
a lot
Ex
of people
Machina,
love this movie. They love it.
Ex Machina is sitting at a 35% all timer right now.
Yeah,
35% all timer.
There's a lot of people that love it. I know. I've heard.
Holy shit. Yeah,
Oh.
Ex Machina is going all timer, you guys. 37%.
Oh
It went
I gotta
up
watch.
after
I gotta
said
watch
that.
it. I gotta watch this movie.
I do think you like it. I really do think you like it.
Is it an all timer?
I do not agree with all timer.
See, what if? Yeah, you guys are just saying that because she's hot. Huh?
My personal Ex Machina would be pretty rad. I did not. I don't.
That's 2 spots below.
I don't understand all timer at all. But hey, it's been too long, so I can't really properly digest.
I have to watch that.
So
yeah, I have to watch that.
That one's for you guys. All timer for that one. And are we done? Let's see here.
I believe so.
No, we have two. We have two that neither of you or I have seen. In The Green Knight, and which is I think Dev Patel.
Yeah, why don't we could say this for a part 2, and we could actually go watch these movies.
I'm never gonna watch The Killing of the Sacred
That looks
Deer.
like shit. That actually looks like Tim Burton's apartment.
So that's fine. But you guys comment down below right now. How do you feel about Green Knight, Killing of Sacred Deer? If you've seen them, tell us how you feel about them. Because like I'm never gonna watch either of those.
That one, yeah, that literally that other movie poster, the one that you just put up last, that fucking was freaky to me, dude. That looked like this right there. That yeah, dude, that looks like I don't know, dude. I have this vision of like dying, and like that's where like you go and meet like the afterlife, and it's like this weird fucking room.
Lobster to me. That's why I didn't see it.
This weird fucking room, and like a guy that looks like Tim Burton is gonna like talk to you about what the next steps are. And you're like, and they're like, no, there's no hell and there's no heaven. It's just like you got to go back and talk to these people about your past life and shit. I'm like, what? Like, yeah. You can hang around here if you want, but eventually you got to report to the bosses. You're like, what the fuck? Like, it's like you come out of like your death, and it's like you just wake up and you're a corporate guy.
I'm seeing a lot of people in the chat talk about Killing of Sacred Deer, so I'm going to put one more vote up for that one, so we can get a final vote for that one as we end this thing. Where do we end the super tits off? Where was the last one? Do you remember?
Fuck no.
You fucking bitch.
That was forever ago.
Fucking bitch.
That was like 1988.
Shai Koriski says Schwarzenegger's the epitome of the American dream. Absolute truth.
That is true.
Absolute truth. Dude, guy came fucking Austria. His dad was beating him. Like he came from absolute nothingness and literally just said, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to make it, and came all the way to America. And Jackie Chan did kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
By coming all the way to America despite that. So I agree.
Girth Brooks says, how can I send you guys some art? There's a P.O. box.
It's in the description of all of our videos.
Description. But if you really have more intense questions, it's wewatchedmovie2@gmail. Just send all your inquiries there.
Oh, your breath stinks.
Austin says, I like my women like I like my water parks, wet and wild. Shut up.
You're going off script. Go off script without me. Oh, that's true.
I'm just trying to catch up.
Jay doesn't like squirters because he was with one once and it's scary.
Oh, dude, that was like the fucking worst. Like, that's like
I personally am a fan because I know I'm doing a good job. Jay doesn't like it though.
No, I wasn't expecting it, and then it smelled like tuna when it came out, so it was not good.
Welcome to the Dolphin Water Park, Tuna Water Park.
Yeah, if the dolphin had fucking herpes. Today marks 30 years since we lost the great John Candy. That's true, man.
That's 30 fucking years, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, dude. You know what's crazy about? I read about John Candy. He died at 44. He was pretty young, and like he smoked and stuff. But they said he lost like 100 pounds at one point. He lost weight, and he died of a heart attack in his sleep.
Yeah, that was a fucking.
But he always was. But that was what was weird about that. He always said he was scared he was going to die of a heart attack, and he died of a heart attack in his fucking sleep.
Yeah, but he
didn't maintain it. Like I think that he lost 100 pounds, and then he went back to eating really bad, and he smoked and drinked. He he drank and things like that. But yeah,
Yeah,
John Candy was a fucking legend, dude. Legend.
Absolutely under fucking rated, dude. And him and Chris Farley both. That was sad as shit. How that happened for both of those guys.
We have okay, yeah, you got it.
Like a good neighbor, stay over there, dude. That's crazy because I used to work in an office where I worked third shift, and like the building got cold as fuck. But the ladies who worked over in admin or whatever always had these signs up like, "Don't touch our heaters, don't touch our stuff." And like it would get cold, so sometimes we would steal their heaters. But she actually had a sign posted over, and it was it was like this. It was a Grumpy Cat, and it was like a good neighbor, stay over there. And she taped it over her heater. That's just what that reminds me of.
Shut up, bitch.
Shut up, bitch. Mike Barton says, seeing Jack Rayner full frontal makes me want to go for all timer. Which movie was that?
Jack Rayner.
Which movie was their full cock in? A lot of A24 cock, by the way. If you're a cock fan,
Yeah.
A24 is your place
no problems.
to be.
I don't know. Yeah.
A lot of A24 cock.
Yeah.
Holly! Just wanted to let you beautiful bastards know I've really felt down the past few days, but you boys in the Awesome Wham fam never fail to lift my spirits.
Hey, thank you, Holly. We're glad to be of service in our stupid ways. We like that.
Yeah. You guys do the same for us. I'm telling you, sometimes these streams are needed to really just like put the fucking semen back in the specimen. That's not what
it was for me, especially since I farted.
That's
when I was peeing in front of my wife.
Yeah, that's not actually where I meant to go. But you guys do the same for us.
It's fine.
Sometimes we need you guys in our week too, Holly, and we love you. You're the fucking best. Michael, the website's called Men.
Of course it is.
That's where we are. We're men, and this is a website. Like a good neighbor, stay over. Garth, we get it.
We know Girth.
Jesus, Girth.
We know Girth, big dick.
Michael says Men would have been more intriguing if it was that website, Man, which is a great site. Yeah, you can go and
what
you
are
can
you talking
on the
about?
internet.
What is going on? What
we
website?
Know. It's 2024, and you can find dick on the internet.
There's huge wieners everywhere.
Yes, Garth, we know. You can find dick on the internet. Christ! Austin says, speaking of A24, you've seen Hasbin Hotel. Great cast, cool characters, slick animation, catchy tunes. Josh, check it out. Well, I haven't, Austin. I never even fucking heard of it.
I've seen that.
Shut up.
No, I have, dude. What the fuck are you talking about?
Shut up.
That's like literally
Prove
like the Mozart
What's
of
it
our
about?
time.
Who directed it?
A guy, a little guy that you don't know. His name is Ramiro Casastano.
Catero.
Casastano.
Kakafaka.
He's Greek.
He's a Greeksman.
He's a Greek fucker.
He's a Greeksman.
He loves he loves Greek cheese.
Gruyère's cheese. Nighttime says, pop quiz hotshot, name the song. I tried so hard, it got so far. In the end, it doesn't even matter.
God damn, Nighttime, if I wanted a kiss, I would have called your mother. Don't play games with me.
Jacob! Top 3 karaoke. Hey, thank you, buddy. We really appreciate it, man. You're the fucking best. Top 3 karaoke songs. Go. Mine is She's My Ex by All. In the End by that's so fucking funny. In the End by Linkin Park with friends. And either Blink Wave or Cut Me Off by Blink. Dude, I wish to God our fucking karaoke had those last two songs. Can't hit the screams and Terrified Yet unless I'm boozing. Yeah. We'll all go terrified. That was almost it. But anyways, what's
that man's drunk?
I gotta get
disorderly
tell me yours. I'll be right back.
Oh, my top 3. It's easy. Bust a Move, Young MC is what it be. I don't give a shit. I also do. We Were Freshmen by The Verve. Okay, because I feel like sometimes we all get down, and we have to have a song that reminds us that shitty things happen. And also, it would be Wallflowers, One Headlight, because again, it's easy to do a song where all you do is like make your voice fucking raspy. And that's what I like. Those are my top 3 karaoke songs. Join me next week, and we're going to explore your top 10 favorite karaoke songs.
My
1, name's Jay.
Eve 6, Heart in a Blender. It's my go-to. I just go immediately to that. Number 2 is...
Dude, come on. You sing it all the fucking time. It's like your go-to fucking song.
I'm blanking. What? Tell me, because
I'm not gonna know. I want you to do it yourself.
Just don't tell me. I don't want to lie. Tell me, because I forget.
So you said E6, Heart in a Blender.
Yeah. What's number 2?
Your next one is gonna be it's Blink-182. No, it's Blink-182. You do it by yourself.
Rock show? Because I do rock show
no.
with you, you son of a bitch.
No,
when I do
no,
rock
but you've
show.
done another one by yourself. It's a Blink-182 song though.
I do.
It's not.
I do "Fuck Her Gently" by Tenacious D a lot. That's one of my favorites. And I
don't know,
do.
dude. When you go on stage, I just kind of forget.
Yeah, I know. You suck.
No, you do the same thing with
It's
mine.
fine.
I go
It's
to the same
fine.
3 fucking songs.
I know your fucking 3 songs. I wasn't here. I could tell
I
you
know,
right now what
and
they were. They were
I've
"Bust a
also
Move."
Grease,
They were "Freshman" by the Verve Pipe, and they were "Wallflowers." One headlight.
But
Am
I
I wrong?
also do Grease. I've done Grease.
Yeah, with a partner. But was I wrong? Was that the 3? How fast was that?
You listen, bitch.
What's up, bitch?
You
How about
listened
that?
what
How
I
about
said.
that?
You listened.
Huh?
You
I
listened. That's
switch
what you
mine
do
up
about
more
it.
than Jay does. That's the problem.
What
I
you
switch
say?
mine up a lot more often. So I do
No,
"Fuck Her
that's not
Gently" by
true.
Tenacious D.
I've done like fucking End of the World.
If I get drunk enough, I will do Eminem "Lose Yourself." But no, I do not fucking Wonderwall. Everclear Santa Monica is one of my favorite ones. I do love that one. And then I'll say I've been doing a lot lately. What I like doing a lot lately is fucking shit.
That's a good song.
Green Day's "Hitchin' a Ride." 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That one. That was a good one.
Yeah, I just stick to what
Switch up.
I can do.
You can do me later if you want to. If you really want to. If you really want to. Yes. Big supply. Huge supply. Okay, where are we at right now? I think we read that.
We were doing a vote.
I do. I know there's a vote. Don't tell me what I already know.
God damn it. You know what, guys? Lee, stop it, you fuck.
Lee!
I gotta go, dude. I gotta pee. And guess what? I'm literally balancing in my head. Is it worth me going to jail? I don't know. I should drive myself to go get alcohol, but I won't.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Make your wife go like a good American.
If I walk there, probably.
No, just Uber Eats it.
There's no goddamn Uber. I live in Mayberry.
By Uber, I meant tell her to go get you alcohol.
She's
gonna
sleeping,
be fine.
and I would literally get stabbed.
Just make her do it. Tickle her until she says yes.
Nope. I guess I'm just gonna go to bed.
Lee says, Chalice, you need to bring Loomis into your doctor's office and have him spread his cheeks and give him an exam. Maybe he'll change his ways. I love you guys. Always keep my mom. We love you too, buddy. And listen, if Loomis would just come in here one time, just spread him for me, I'd take that thing and I'd break it apart and I'd go, stop it. No, stop it. One time, and he wouldn't know if I did or not, so it'd be fine. And then I would say I ate his butt.
Gay.
Yep.
What a dirty asshole. That's called sexual harassment in 87 countries. Yep. I'm gonna finger your butthole and lick it while you're under anesthesia.
Mm-hmm.
It was great.
Now you're turning me on, pal.
Goddamn, sounds like the doctor from Michael Jackson.
I'm a doctor. You needed an enema, and I put some liquid on your tum.
I just had the pills on me. He asked for them, and I gave them to him. I didn't do nothing.
I put a little liquid on your bum so you could go a little poo poo.
Good for you.
It's fine. Thank you, Lee. Michael says you guys should rewatch It Comes Tonight, re-rank, but I also noticed you have In Fabric, which I haven't. I absolutely don't recommend. Sucks my buck, Steve. You don't have In Fabric, which I actually don't recommend.
You didn't have. Okay, I don't know what that is.
I don't want to watch It Comes at Night because it bored me, but I did like it still. But it bored me. Mr. Big Balls got bit by a horse today. I got pulse and headache. I've been.
Well, don't look at him like that with your fucking profile pic. If you looked at a horse like that, he'd bite your shit.
I have been kicked, ran over by, and trampled by, and bit by horses before. None of them are fun. They're not good times.
I have been kicked, trampled over by, and fucking harassed by
dicks,
by sluts named my ex-wife.
Yeah, that's true. I saw it. I was there. DJ, what's your opinions on Devin Sawa playing Freddie? No. No, Richard.
DJ, what are you doing, man?
No, Richard.
Don't you dare talk to me like that.
I don't want
that. You think you are coming in here with your sly swag and saying things like Devin Sawa No.
I love you, Richard, but no, I can't do it. Killing of a sacred deer goes to almost touches the sun. You fucks love killing of a sacred deer. And that brings our show to a close. Jay's got to pee, everybody. Let's get the fuck out of here. Huh?
Yeah, I really have to go, Dad.
Huh? Hey,
Yep.
tonight's been fun. You guys are the fucking best. We love you so much.
I'm out of alcohol.
I'm out of hands. And
guess what I can't do? Drink more after the stream's over and slap my wife around for being fucking not on demand.
I'm gonna text
when
her
I ask her to
now.
give me more alcohol.
I'm gonna text her right now and say, April, you go. You
You better not have her fucking number.
Get him a fucking 40 of Bud Ice, and you
I'm
fucking
gonna
put it between your legs and make him drink it.
I'm gonna push poison in your fucking mouth.
That's what I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna push.
She's
that
gonna
shit.
do it.
In The Rock. You remember the movie The
in.
Rock with Sean Connery? I'm gonna push that shit in your fucking mouth.
I'm calling in a favor. I'm calling her right now. You can probably hear the phone ringing from the bedroom. Get ready for action, pal.
Dude, guess what, pal? I'm gonna come to the fucking phone line. I'm gonna kill you.
Like Shocker.
Yeah, like Shocker. I'm gonna go to the fucking phone line.
Good night, everybody. We love you guys so very much. You're the best. Good night.